down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind and he was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young man sewing on a fiddle and playing it hot, and the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, boy, let me tell you what. I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you'd care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, because I think I'm better than you. The boy said, my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet and you're gonna regret, because I'm the best as ever been. Johnny, rosin up your bow and play your fiddle hard, cause hell's broke loose in Georgia and the devil deals the cards. And if you win, you get this shiny fiddle made of gold, but if you lose, the devil gets your soul. Up his case and he said, I'll start this show, and fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow, and he pulled the bow across the strings and it made an evil hiss, and then a band of demons joined in and it sounded something like this.
Welcome to the Wind Up Podcast, brought to you by C4 Bat Company, Issa Cookies, Frank the Tank Team 7 Grillers, Chris Webb at Rick Rub Design, Abercrombie and Sanchez Law Firm, and our special guest right now sitting in, one of our main sponsors, Senor Spitz Custom Flavored Sunflower Seeds, our man John Reese. John, how you doing today?
Man, what's up, Gump?
Man, listen, I thought you were supposed to just send sunflower seeds, and now you got a chair.
Dude,
that happens all the time.
Yeah, I know. It does. It's all right, but you know how when you go to the bar and you're just going to have one beer?
Yeah.
That's kind of tonight.
And you got a beer, too?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, we're welcoming
it's almost out. Appreciate it, man.
Oh, good. Well, we welcome John. Also, I'm with our my other co-host, the Versace Mariachi, the Taco King, the original creator of every Facebook page in the Houston area, my man.
The Hispanic causing panic.
Damn. Here we go, baby.
Junior Aguilar.
Man, it's Hot Take Friday, y'all.
It's Hot Take Friday. Also in the building is our producer, Julio Ramirez, behind the scenes. You got your camera working on so people can see you today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
Producer Cam.
Right here.
I'm going to take a poll. I think Julio's too old to be wearing a Jurassic Park shirt, but that's just me.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's just me, though.
It's a badass movie, dude.
Yeah, okay, maybe. Anyway, and we're hot take.
Yo.
And then we're also joined by a good buddy of mine, Kevin Cavallero, who's going to be coming on later on today. He's going to get the mix on what's going on with the podcast. So we'll funnel him in here in a little while. But man, I got to tell you, man, it's a nice day. Yeah, it was a nice day today. Yep. Nice day. Looking to be a gorgeous weekend, hopefully.
It's hot, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Well, you know, if you live in Houston, of course, it's obviously going to be hot. So.
But
it was sticky hot today.
I had to pull out the World Series champs jacket, man. Just let him know.
It's a little bit too hot for
Hot
that.
Man, you better hope Joe Kelly isn't tuning in.
Oh, man.
He'll probably miss
He got
me,
some
man.
time on his hands.
Yeah, he does. But the Astros are playing tonight.
Yes, sir.
The Rockets are playing tonight, too.
Yes, sir.
James Harden, baby. I'm a Rocket fan through and
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
And so we're going to have them live on the screen behind us, brought to you by our sponsor, Rick Webb Design. And so, you know, we're looking to have a good show today, man. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Before we get into in depth what we're going to talk about, in depth. So I hear you're coming out of retirement.
Man, my boy Brett Tucker called me today, and he was like, dude, I need a first base coach. Like, my guy's not going to be there. This is my last tournament. His son's 12, plays on the 12 as a 12 and under. He was like, dude, I need a first base coach, you know. So he gave me a call, man, you know. I got the hall pass from the wife.
Okay.
And so I'm good for the weekend.
Nice.
You know, hey, I mean, she's giving me a full weekend, dude. Podcast today, baseball Saturday and Sunday.
In your defense, you treated her to a lovely dinner this afternoon.
Yes, sir.
What was it?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. At
Yeah.
the Catch
that
Gulf
looked
Freeway.
good. How
Yeah,
was
it
that,
Good
man?
food, man. Good food at the Catch Gulf Freeway. Used to be the Fish Place, a.k.a. FP. And
John sounded like an investor over there.
oh,
They're doing the full thing.
I tell you what, man, the shrimp and crab boil, crab leg boil. What I tell you what I like, man, cornmeal on the
For the
fish
batter?
fry. Yeah,
Oh, for the batter?
Yep.
Yeah,
cornmeal
that's
on the batter, dude.
I've
That's
been liking
legit.
that for a long time.
Yeah, that's legit old school.
Yeah,
Nice.
man. So you're coming out of retirement. So you're coming from winning the WWBA to coaching randomly on a Saturday. How does that happen? He must be a really good friend.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Okay.
But I guess you got to start somewhere. You're gonna restart.
What should we expect, man?
Yeah, what
You
should
gonna be aggressive? Are you gonna be
yeah.
aggressive on the bases?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be aggressive on the bases, but I'm not gonna know a single kid's name. So I'm just gonna go, hey, all right, number
By
three.
the number,
Come
yeah,
on,
by the
three.
number. Yeah.
Nice.
Man. And so where are you going to be at? You're going to be at where? Baseball
Baseball
USA?
USA. Yeah, Baseball USA.
What time? What time so we can get people out there?
We're gonna do a little hitting at 11. I think we play
Oh.
at 12.
Ooh, that's too hot for me.
Yeah, I know.
12?
And we got a second game tomorrow afternoon. Hey, this guy claims he's got the best team. We're gonna win the tournament, so I'm fixing to go out there and find out. you
Okay,
know?
well,
Nice.
good luck to
Yeah.
you guys, man.
Appreciate it.
Had you not played at 12, okay, so full disclosure, we talked about this before, right?
Right.
But you didn't tell me the times.
Right.
And I had told you, man, I'm going to be there.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
just
that
checking your
12
level of
o'clock just
commitment.
bad.
Yeah, your level of
When's the
commitment. just
second
I'm
game,
out.
man?
I mean, I ejected
I think
already.
the second game was like 2 o'clock or something like
Nah,
that.
too hot. Still too hot. Out?
Still too hot, man.
I know.
Dude, it's Houston.
Hey, but they're
It's
still
hot.
running tournaments.
Man, tournaments don't die. You, you know that.
Come on, man.
You know that. So
It's the end of
you know,
July. I guess COVID.
Technically
huh?
it is, yeah.
COVID hit the restart.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's cool.
Who knows? But we wish you well tomorrow. Let us know how you.
We do? Yeah,
Okay,
appreciate
so
it, appreciate
this is usually how it goes in the select baseball community. If you win your first 2 games, you're going to be all over Facebook. If you lose, we're not going to be able to find you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're planning on winning. I mean, my man says they got a good team.
Okay.
So he says we're going to win 2 tomorrow. He said we're going to go into the second round, championship round or whatever on Sunday. He said we figure on winning. I said, okay, well, I'm going to spend all day at the ballpark, so I'm good with it.
Nice.
So we'll see, man. Come out of retirement, win 1 tournament, I might have to go back into retirement, man.
Yeah. But you know what's going to happen? Now you're going to get the coaching bug again.
Hey, that's possible, man. That's possible. I mean, I talked to my wife about it. And actually, my 2 daughters approached me about 2 weeks ago because, I've got 2 grandsons that are
correct.
8. They play on 2 totally different teams. I've never played on the same team together. One of them lives in Crosby, one lives in here in Pasadena.
Okay.
But I'd always talked about wanting to get them together and play, right? Because they're actually both the kids are pretty good, and
Okay.
And they've got enough friends and enough people that they played with. I felt like we could probably put together a pretty strong team.
Okay.
But man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Getting older, right? Haven't coached in a while, and the thought of spending my only 2 weekends that I have, because I work the other 2 weekends at the plant, doing baseball, and I don't know if that's really what I want to do, right?
Yeah.
And for me, if I can't make the full commitment and be there, I can't be a half-ass guy.
Yeah.
I just can't be there 1 weekend out of 3 or 4. I can't. I
So
can't do it.
there's pickup players. So you're gonna be a pickup coach.
Kind of like that. Yeah, right.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. I had a director call me today. Told me they had a team in Baytown that needed a coach.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
No, I was just kidding. that was
Yeah. no.
somebody we know.
Well, I tell you what. So, man. But here's the deal, okay? Because you're one of the few, like we talked about in the segment that you come on, and then the other 10 segments that you hung out with. I mean, it's supposed to be a one-time thing, and then. But anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
You're a good
You're
dude.
right.
But anyway, okay. So not too many people have won the WWBA, right? Like we talked about.
Right.
So now you're going to coach 12U.
Yeah. Well, not only that, man, I'm going to coach in an organization that I used to coach against, right? So
Right.
we were in the Premier Texas, not to be confused with the other Premier here
Correct.
in the area, but Premier Texas we had a national deal, but we also had a Premier Texas where we had really all the top teams in Texas, right? Kyle Chapman, Dallas Mustangs, D-Bat was in there at one time, the 12, the South Texas Sliders, some of the top teams
Right.
at the 16, 17, 18-year-old group in Texas. And the 12 was one of those guys we played against all the time, right? Always tough, really good organization. And so it'll be different, man. You know, I've been out of the game for a little bit, and so these are guys that we used to battle against, or the organization we used to battle against. So, but look, man, I keep up a little bit with the youth baseball, and in my opinion, the 12 has one of the top organizations around at the age group, right? So I actually didn't know until I was in Walmart today, and I said, hey, man, what's our team name? And he sent me a picture, and he said, we're the 12. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, so let me get this straight. So you went from Walmart from not knowing who you're going to coach into calling them the best organization in a matter of a couple hours?
Yeah, a couple hours.
Okay, all right. That's about right.
I was on I was in the aisle where the seasonings were. I was looking for seed seasons.
Hey, well, listen, man. So I'm going to try to go out there.
Okay. Hey, look, I understand if you can't
Try.
make it, dude. Like, you know, it's tough to go out there under those weather conditions when you're not playing.
Yeah. No, but I
We can
was
do some
out,
scouting, though.
I was out at the parks this weekend, and we'll talk about that.
Okay.
No
later
scouting?
on. No, no. I was just supporting. Just supporting. So if I
that's
go,
right.
I'm
you were
gonna
out
go
there looking for bunners. If I remember right.
Yeah, we're gonna
You
talk
were
about
like,
that later
haven't
on.
seen a bunner yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
and we'll talk about that because you know, when we start talking about the Astros, you know, that came up. But you know, to give it a little background of the opening music, that would who is that? Charlie Daniels, right? That went down to Georgia. Yeah. That was from my man Troy Gonzalez and Burgos and who else? Is Jason Adams going?
I think
For
so.
Sidious, they're going down to play in the TBS in Atlanta, Georgia. So
Okay. There you go.
I haven't seen Troy since the Elite, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Man,
I don't know.
safe travels.
When he
man.
was 2-0, his phone was working.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, you know, they lose, and then all of a sudden the phone's not working. I'm like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, maybe
man.
Verizon didn't work in Vieira.
Right.
I don't
Hey,
know.
the signal was pretty bad though. You know,
Yeah.
No, my phone worked.
Signal bad.
I answered phone calls.
Battery died. Battery died.
overheat.
There's a lot.
Benefit of the doubt. I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Dropped into the water bucket.
Yeah. So shout out to Sidious. Who else is going to that tournament, dude?
Man, I don't
Anybody
even
from
know. It's
Houston
like
going there?
10 teams per division, I think.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's more.
A little bit more.
I don't know. Hey, so check it out if you get a chance.
Yeah,
check it
pull
out
it
on
up,
their. I tried to go to their website, dude. It was hard. I mean, I didn't.
Yeah, well, we had Rick Goff on the show a couple weeks ago. He talked about it.
Yeah, he did talk about
So,
it.
man, hopefully they have a good event out there, man.
Yeah.
You know, I heard that they have some nice fields, great competition. So, you know,
Yeah,
should be good. Shout out to everybody going out there.
Yeah. So we know Sidious is going. Okay. So if anybody else is going, just let us know. Also, dude, we have to give a shout out to the Backyard Ballers.
Yes.
And also Banditos,
Banditos
because they
Black.
played in a PG tournament
The
last
PG
week,
tournament.
right?
That is right.
And so, how did the Backyard Ballers do?
I
I
think-
should know this.
Yeah, I think they went like 5-1. I was keeping up with both teams.
Did
and
they come in third or something? Third or fourth, top four?
Yeah, I
Man,
think
my
they lost
bad.
in the semis. I'm not too sure, but I kept up with the bracket. The way they did the bracket was just like really expanded. And if you
Okay.
look at it on like the PG through the website, it's kind of like you got to follow it on the Diamond Cast deal.
Yeah.
But you know,
I got Diamond Cast.
I did talk to my boy Scotty from Banditos, and I asked him. I was like, "Hey man, you know how's the competition?" He's like, "Man, great competition. It was a great time, great turnout." He's on vacation right now, but you know.
How did Banditos do?
They did well. I mean, they for the most part, the teams that went, they won their pool games.
Okay.
And I think once they got into the bracket, I think Banditos won the first one, and then they dropped their second game. I know
Okay.
they
Something
they
like
did
that?
well. They did well, man. They ended
Yeah.
up with a winning record, and that's all that matters, representing the Houston area.
Dave Schneider said Backyard Ballers came in third place. I
Okay.
thought I saw that.
Hell
so
yeah.
yeah.
Nice,
So,
nice.
hey, I tell you what, man, they had probably one of the best road trips from Melbourne all the way up to
Yeah.
Atlanta. Man, them dudes I was living vicariously through them on their vacation.
That was
They were in
awesome.
Clearwater. They were at the
Jealous.
Yeah.
They were going
Yeah.
everywhere.
Ballers were
Man.
balling.
Yeah,
balling
Backyard
out.
Ballers were doing it, man. Hey, what's up,
Balling
one you?
out.
Yeah, dude. So you know, so shout out to them. Good turnout out there, and hope to see you guys at 11U. So
Yeah, let me throw a little jab right there for my boy Juanillo. Hey, Rocket's gonna beat the Mavs. We're gonna be watching the game. So. I like Luka Doncic though.
Yeah.
no, he's trash.
But-
He's trash.
He's a new dirt, bro. But that's for another
It's a
conversation.
new dirt.
Yeah. That's for the basketball
But-
podcast.
Let's talk about the Astros, man.
We're going to the Astros already.
Let's go. I want to go at hot take. I want to go at Joe Kelly, man.
Let's go, man.
Okay.
Joe Kelly, dude, what are you doing, man? You were involved with the 2018 World Series champs with the Red Sox. All right. Obviously, it's Alex Cora. This is the whole mastermind behind it. He goes over there, and he just, man, what does he do? Tries to knock out Alex Bregman, then tries to go at Correa. Not only that, if you're gonna go at somebody, stand your ground. That dude walked all the way to dugout.
Yeah.
I think somebody sent me a picture. He walked all the way to the airport. And for all we know, I mean, look, ESPN, they hate Houston, man.
Right.
Rockets,
Yeah.
Astros, Texans.
Yeah.
So they were going at us.
Yeah.
But hey, I got to tell you something. For the few reporters that did stand up for us, man, hell yeah, that's exactly.
What, they were all Houston reporters or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably Mark Berman.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Kelly, you're a bummy, bro.
What's a bummy?
He's dumb, bro.
Oh, okay.
I mean, this guy, not only that, but he posted that video in the offseason of him breaking his
His own
window.
window.
So it's like,
Yeah.
come on, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, we knew it was going to happen eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, so
Yeah.
I'm cool with it, dude. I'm
Man,
cool with
but
it.
they did it to us like in the first couple games. They were throwing up high to Altuve and Bregman.
Yeah, but
it had to be the
but
Dodgers,
the
man.
Mariners. I mean, the Mariners, man. They're soft, dude.
It had to be the Dodgers, man.
No, that was cool. I mean, they should have just had a brawl, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Who you got? Who you got? Team for team. Astros?
I don't know, dude. Okay, so the Astros have a lot of new players that I never even heard of.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
so, and
They're cold.
And I thought I was a real Astro fan, and then then I watched the first game. I was like, shit, I don't know half these guys.
Yeah.
All right, but man, you know what it does? I don't know. But you know what should have happened? Man, somebody should have hit one of the Dodgers right then and there.
Yeah.
I'm talking like the next inning or so.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
but Dusty Baker told that dude to get off the mound.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think
Yeah,
about
he
that,
was
John?
like- yeah, I loved it, dude. I loved it. I mean, I heard the audio, and that's
that
that's
was
what's
great.
nice about not having the crowd. You know, you can hear a pin drop in there most of the time, right? So get on the mound, little fucker.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, John, and you old school, man. As a manager, what is your approach there? What have you done?
Hey, man, there's no doubt the game polices itself, right? But I'm never in favor of throwing there, right? So at the knees and at the head, those are two places you can't throw. If a guy wears one in the ribs or in the hip or on the arm or something like that, I mean, we know how that goes, right? But what I didn't like is that the umpires didn't step out. Now, tell me a game that you've watched where you know there's bad blood, a pitcher throws at a hitter, and he doesn't get warned.
Yeah.
And not only did he
He
do
didn't
it
even get
once,
kicked out. He didn't get kicked out. Of that
yeah,
game either.
yeah. So he never even got warned. Dusty got warned for language he was using or whatever, and the Astros got warned. And Dusty talked about it in the post game. They didn't get a single warning for the Dodgers, which meant the gates were open for them. I mean, they could have thrown again if they wanted to, right? They didn't do it, you know. And then, so what I didn't like too is like Jeff Passan and Buster Only were talking about there shouldn't have been a suspension and all that because the umpires didn't even warn him. They didn't throw him out of the game. That's all right, man. The umpires were part of the problem the other day. I think the umpires are thinking, you know what? We got the other major league teams back, and we're going to let the Astros wear it a little bit this year because they deserve it. You know, I got news for you, man. A mob guy doesn't roll over on the mob boss without immunity. Right? You don't find out what's going on inside an organization without offering somebody something. And that's what happened to the players, right? So don't be mad about that. We wouldn't have found out anything about the depth of the scandal if it wasn't for the players saying if we don't get prosecuted or whatever or punished,
Yeah.
you know, we'll tell you what happened. We'll take what comes to us and we'll go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how it works, man. In the
that,
mob world,
that happens every day though in the
Yeah.
in the judicial system. So
Right. That's
I know
right.
it's totally different, but I mean that's kind of the gist of
That's
it. So.
right. Exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
my thing about the whole thing is I'm cool with it, but just I mean if you're gonna the Astros should have retaliated right then and there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean I know they're gonna try and wait till they go out to California in the last game because they're not gonna see. I know that's gonna happen then, but. Dude, you got to do it right then and there.
Yeah.
So
or,
you
or
got-
start it off. They should have hit Mookie right off the bat.
Hell yeah.
Just started right off. First batter. Just
Hey,
right there.
I proposed.
and-
I proposed a scheme for that. I said Brian Abreu, first batter, just 98 to the ribs.
But you're on the fence on that too. Like, oh man, you can't hit what's his name, Mookie, because he
no,
was
no,
he was in
I
the.
didn't say that.
Who said? Somebody told me
Santos
that.
said didn't he?
Santos said that.
Fuck him. But yeah, dude. Oh, you can't hit Mookie, man. Yeah, you can. He's wearing
Hell
the Dodgers
yeah.
uniform.
That's
Hit
not-
him.
Yeah, who are you supposed to hit? The number 9 hole hitter? Come on, man.
Yeah, hit him.
You hit their main dude. They're trying to throw at our main guys.
Yeah, I would do that
you
too,
don't,
man.
You don't serve notice by hitting the freaking 9-hole hitter or
Yeah.
anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not.
Hey, but
They're gonna hit Kiki Hernandez.
Yeah, right.
That'll show them.
yeah, they gotta hit him for that mustache he has. It's horrible. You
yeah,
see
dude.
that?
Yeah, man.
And you know what's funny?
Yeah, has he been making porn videos in the off season or what? Horrible looking.
Hey, I did not watch not one game of that series. I was busy doing other stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you were watching Raiders highlights.
No, I was
from the
watching.
70s.
I was watching
Jurassic Park.
No, I was watching Last Chance U.
Julio was watching Jurassic Park.
He was watching Jurassic Park.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, I was watching Last Chance U, man, and I was just binge watching it, and when you start watching stuff like that, you just keep on going and going. Mm-hmm. Whether the episode is good or not, I mean, you're still watching it.
Hey,
So
but going back to that, Keith Hart says there wouldn't have been a fight anyways because Bregman, Springer, and Altuve couldn't hit anyone. So that was funny. Hey, but did you see?
Springer's a big dude.
Did you see our rookie pitchers held their big three down too? So for all I can say, man, the Dodgers got lucky, man.
Yeah,
no,
that's
they
all
won.
it is.
They won.
Hey, you know what?
They won.
They could have won that game if they bunted, dude.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, I saw
Hey,
that. That kept going on
You're
for,
right, Julio. You're right.
for innings and
Could have
innings.
won that game. They just had a bunt.
All
one
I'm
time,
going to say is the Dodgers didn't bunt either. Nor did they attempt to bunt.
Yeah,
But everybody in Houston, and I was a bunting coach.
Yeah.
You know what? You need to
Hot
start a
take.
new page. Hot take. Houston area select bunting page.
Bunting only.
Yeah,
you
that's
think
what we need
people
to
would
do.
join that page? if
Dude,
we put it?
listen, I'm not going to call anybody out, coach, but let me tell you this. When I put that post, there's a lot of people on there talking about how they bunt. I've been to a lot of some people's games. I've never seen them bunt.
Right.
Just going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
So they talk
We
a big
bunt,
game.
we bunt because it's on. You can go to the Wind Up TV and see us bunting.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying everybody's a bunter now. Everybody's small ball.
Oh yeah.
No small ball today
Lying.
at Premier.
Lying.
They could have won that game.
Listen.
Hot take.
Okay, no, it ain't a hot take. It's just a take. It's a true take.
It's
Okay,
a true,
so
true take.
it's a true take. So listen. So I was at Premier.
We gotta get
Just
it
seen
down.
out one bunt attempt. 3 days.
Really? Not one.
3 days. I saw a lot of baseball. Then I went to Baseball USA. Did not see a bunt attempt. I guess all the bunters are on Facebook. I'm just saying.
Hey, we better see them. We better see those live videos of you guys going live at the cages. Everybody, I better see some
Take
bunts.
the first pitch and bunt.
Yeah,
first pitch
dude.
of bunt. Yeah.
Right. And it better not be
know.
Photoshop. It's got to be legit, man.
Hey, man, I understand why everybody's saying it, and, I get that, but people just act like bunting a 95, 96, 97 mile an hour fastball is just like the easy thing to do. If you go, man, so I've been privileged to be behind the scenes and all that stuff, and they may do about 6 bunts, just like, let's start off the hitting, and then that's about it. Unless they're doing it somewhere else in the back, where we can't see, then but yeah, it's not a big part of. Man, the Astros aren't paying Altuve $30 million to bunt. Now, if he bunts for a hit, like he's done on occasion, then yeah. But
but
Springer's not bunting.
Yeah.
Bregman's
Yeah.
probably not bunting.
Nah,
Gurriel's not bunting.
nah, not you.
I mean,
Not Jordan.
Jordan when he comes
Not
back from
Uncle
COVID.
Mike. No, you're right. We ain't bunting.
There ain't nobody bunting.
Yeah.
Maybe Reddick,
but you
he
bring-
never pulls back.
He needs to bunt.
Right.
I mean,
But you
Reddick
bring
needs to-
guys like Toro in. You have other guys with speed, right?
Straw.
Huh?
Straw.
Right? Straw and the other outfielder. Shoot.
Kyle Tucker.
Tucker, right? So any of those guys come. Okay, so I'm all about. You got great hitters, right? So I'm all about. Hey, got your guy on second, man. Let's just swing away that first inning. But if we can't get it done, we start off the next inning with a guy on second, and I've got a legit guy up that I think can just lay it down. Because look, man, you know how Major League Baseball is. Like you see a lot of guys they hit a routine ground ball, they just trot to first because they say, I know I'm out, right?
Yeah.
So like a lot of times, I know it may be different during the extra inning type deal or whatever, but if you get the bunt on the ground, they're pretty much not going to get your guy at third, right? They're just going to go ahead and get the out at first. Hope they can get a strikeout and then maybe get you to 2 outs with a guy on third and get you to roll over on one or something. So in my opinion, as long as you can just get it on the ground somewhere and it's not hard back to the pitcher, you're gonna move your guy from second to third.
Yeah.
Right? And now if you do that at the beginning, you got 1 out, guy on third, man, anything can happen. Pass ball, wild pitch, fly ball deep enough, especially if you got speed on the bases, ground ball to the right side, as long as the infield's not pulled in, you're scoring. And when you're the home team, that's the game.
Well, so everybody was caught up in the Astros not bunting, and everybody's forgetting about some shitty at bats.
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean,
Yeah.
chasing some
Yeah.
bad pitches.
Yeah.
I mean,
Springer's in
No,
trouble.
Springer, man, like-
Altuve too.
dude. Like
Altuve too.
Springer went through that last year where he just looks like he's totally clueless. Like he took a called third strike, right? They sat him down because he hadn't been hitting. He comes in to pinch hit in a crucial situation in extra innings, and he takes a called third strike, like right there on the cock.
Yeah.
You know, it's like this guy's just guessing, and he's guessing all wrong. You know,
Yeah.
to me,
We
that's
need
what
the
Springer
trash
was-
can, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and then that's
Bring
the,
it back.
Man, that's the horrible part of it, right? Is that you got all these yahoos, these Dodgers like Santos and stuff. They're like, oh, kind of hard to hit when you don't know what's coming. You know, come on, dude. Like it's 2 games. It's 2 games, and our best hitters aren't even hitting right now.
Hey,
And-
And our rookie pitchers are stopping your hitters, so
yeah,
we're good.
And look, man, the
Just bad at
Dodgers,
bats.
the Dodgers, Bueller, and the guy that looks like Carrot Top. I mean, those are legit pitchers, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
they're
those
throwing
guys,
gas, man.
Yeah, they're throwing gas.
Bueller's their number 1 guy.
Yeah, I mean,
is he?
yeah.
You could say Austin May might be here second because Kershaw's not the same
Kershaw,
dude.
not the same.
You know?
Right.
Kershaw still playing?
Yeah, but
Oh,
he
yeah,
hurt
that's
his
right. He's
back
already
or
on the
something.
DL.
Yeah.
dude.
Hey, you know what? Like Sean Holton says, you see more bunting in high school games. Yes, I
Yeah.
believe that. That and when Augie Garrido was coaching Texas, man, they always bunted, dude. I stopped watching Texas
Yeah.
because they get a runner on first and then boom bunt and then 2 outs.
Man, we should play the epic speech.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I
the
mean,
background.
hey, dude, he was a good coach. Yeah, I agree with you, Thomas Johnson. That's Thomas Johnson made some valid points the other day during the discussion. But you know, the funny part was small ball and all this stuff. Man, you just don't see that anymore.
Yeah, you don't.
I mean,
You don't.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
And I don't even see it down in the lower levels sometimes when I go watch games. So,
But why not? Though? You see the shift going way crazy.
are you talking about
Yeah.
pro players? Are we talking about pro or what?
Yeah, I'm talking about pro.
Okay, they're not going to bunt. I mean, this is not going to happen.
Yeah.
Not
But I
gonna
mean,
happen.
like, how do you feel? I get it if it's a 162 game season, but in a 60 game season,
Every game
like
counts.
every win counts, right?
every
So
game
like
counts.
that's why it's huge that Kelly is suspended for 8 games, which is a lot for a reliever, right? That'd be
Right.
different if he was a starting pitcher. He might miss, a couple of starts, whatever. But a reliever who's used a little more often. I mean, 8 games out of your 68 games or 60 games is kind of big. But I don't really care about the Dodgers, man. Screw them. They can cry all they want to about his
Yeah.
suspension. He deserved it, in my opinion. So whatever he got, he got.
Yeah.
But it is huge in a 60 game season.
Yeah,
so.
you know what I say to that about the Dodger fans? And relax. The Lakers get all the fucking calls.
Yeah.
You know, the Lakers get
Right.
every single
Right.
call
I
in
saw that.
basketball. I mean, that's all they do. I mean,
Hey man,
you
let me
can't
tell you
even
something
breathe
else,
on
dude. When you watch, I know sometimes this sounds like sour grapes from Astros fans, but when you watch ESPN and these places, their commercials and all that for MLB and all that kind of stuff, they never show the Astros. It's like because of the 2017 scandal, we're going to bury those guys. They're not going to be in any of our highlight reels. Even though we've got some of the star players in the league and stuff, we're not going to be. It's all about Trout and all these other guys, and Juan Soto, who's still 21.
Yeah.
So-
and has COVID. Youngest player to get
Yes.
COVID in
Yes.
history. Did you hear
Yes.
What history?
that? In MLB history.
Yeah, that's
Youngest
right.
player.
Yeah, that's-
21.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Incredible,
Yeah, he
dude.
got
so
COVID
let-
21.
Let me
actually.
play
Yeah.
devil's advocate to what you just said, because I, for one, don't think that the national media is showing a bias toward the Astros, or excuse me, had not shown a bias toward the Astros. And I am also a fan of Joe Buck. Okay.
Oh man.
I like him.
But
too,
hold
man.
on. Let
I
me
know.
tell you the reason why.
All right.
Okay. So when I lived in California, and when I lived in Dallas, and when I lived in Minnesota, everybody thought Joe Buck was against their team. Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now I moved back to Houston, and of course Joe Buck is against the Astros.
Right.
But if you actually listen to Joe Buck, and I know it's going to be an opinion that a lot of people are going to be against, he's just calling it down the middle. You may think that he's not. He's actually calling
Yeah.
it. He's actually calling it
I
right.
like him, man.
He's actually calling
yeah.
it right. It's just, we as fans. Okay, my wife hates him,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't hate him. I mean, because when I was in Dallas, my Dallas friends, oh man, when they were in the world, man, Joe Buck's against Durant.
Yeah.
Man, no, he's not. I mean, now
Yeah.
granted, they were playing
Yeah.
the Cardinals.
Well,
Okay, and that's where his dad was at, and all this and all that. So maybe you could have kind of perceived a little bit, but going forward. Okay, so now backtrack to ESPN. Now, with especially that Passan dude, man, he's got it out for
Yeah.
him and only they got it.
Yeah.
They got it out for the Astros like
Yeah.
real bad.
Yeah.
But you know who I blame? I blame the Houston Chronicle
Why?
because they hired that Evan Drellich guy. and he was the Astro beat reporter. He's the one who broke the news. He never liked being in Houston. Then he left right after the season. How come if he knew all this, right? Okay, how come he didn't break it when he was here?
Right.
He waited till he moved to Boston. My timeline may be a little bit
Oh,
off.
Boston. Oh.
My timeline may be a
The
little
Red
bit off a
Sox.
little bit, but the Chronicle hired him in order to be the beat reporter for the Astros.
Hey, but how are the Red Sox getting away clean here? That's what I feel like, dude.
Yeah.
And the Yankees.
And where's the unsealed? Where's,
what
where's
happened
the
to
sealed letter?
Yeah, what happened to the
Come on,
letter?
man.
It's already gone.
It's been months.
Well, they should talk
Maybe
about the
that's
seal letter. But you know, I saw an article today about Jim Crane talking about the Astros are taking it for the Red Sox and the Yankees,
Yeah.
and I totally believe that.
Yeah.
I totally believe
too.
that. Yeah. So now I'm starting to see the bias now. Pretty much everybody now. It's this. What do we have right there? Houston versus everybody. Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah.
That's-
Everybody wants a dog pile, right? Even if you haven't sniffed the playoffs in years, you're anti-Astros right now. And,
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. To me, it's just crazy how everybody. Like here's what I think. And you can sometimes listen to the old school guys who are announcers that used to be players, right? Whether it's Smoltz or whoever, and some of this stuff, not to the degree the Astros did. Obviously, there's new technology and all that kind of stuff, but a lot of this stuff has been going on for years, right? And they knew about it. Okay, Oral Hershiser talking shit the other day, and he was known to Dr. Ballsep. Okay, so shut your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Shut your mouth when you're talking about Altuve and shit like that. And so when I believe it was a lot more widespread, right? The Astros took the fall for it, right? And I
That's
believe,
fine, though.
Yeah. So the baseball is all about history and their records, right? The last thing they want to do is open up the can of worms and start investigating everybody and found out this was a systemic problem, because then it's just a black eye on the game. So I believe they just said, hey, we caught the one team, and we came out and said, if this happens to anybody else, this is what's going to happen to you, and we're just going to drop it right there and move on to the next season and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the problem with that is they caught the Red Sox beforehand, and so nothing really came of it. When they caught them with who was it, them or was it the Yankees with the Apple Watch?
No, well, it was kind of like both.
Yeah.
At the same time, because that report came out during 2017 for the Apple Watches.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was not blown up at all, dude.
And so what's funny now is you still see the tablets in the dugout.
Yeah. Hey, I always thought about that. Like, what's up with that, dude?
Yeah. A buddy of mine called the 2017 Red Sox the Apple Watch Sox.
Yeah,
That's the
dude.
name he gave them.
Imagine giving that type of technology to little kids.
Yeah. Hey, and you know
That'd
what?
be crazy,
If
dude.
you're an Astro fan like myself, the worst place to be at was on social media during the Dodgers series, because I mean you just had a lot of uninformed people.
Yeah.
I got me and this lady. We're going. I wouldn't say back and forth, because she was talking about, oh man, the Astros ruined a lot of people's careers. I said, name one person.
Yeah. Yeah.
She came out with Mike Bollins. I don't even know who the dude is.
Right.
Okay. So I went and Googled him up. Man, he was terrible in 2014, 15, 16.
Right.
The Astros just helped him leave.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and actually, Toronto should give Astros like some treaty treats or some Isa cookies because that dude was terrible. And so I just put that on Twitter. I haven't heard from all those Dodgers fans yet. So I mean, if you're gonna go out there and say something, then go ahead and say it. I mean, but oh man, they ruined everybody's lives.
Come on.
And then they bring up what was the pitcher's name? Darvish.
Yeah.
They ruined his life.
Yeah.
Really? He signed 126 with the Cubs. I mean,
Yeah.
how did you ruin his life?
Right.
I mean, that's all I'm saying.
You're right. But hey, we're gonna welcome in our first guest, man, for tonight. The Ferrari Michelada Mix Hotline. We have I'm gonna give a little bit description of Coach before I bring him in. So he's been coaching at the age of 21 after playing Juco ball, 18 years as a high school coach. He's a current coach at Lutheran South Academy, located at Dixie Farm Road and I-45. Been at LSA for 13 seasons, 5A state champs, 2015, 2018, 2019. Been part of the Houston Bengals for 7 years. Welcome to the show, Coach AJ Bettcher.
Hey guys, appreciate you having me on.
Welcome, Coach. Well, we were actually having a discussion about the Astros, so we're gonna ask you about that real quick. How do you feel? How do you feel about Joe Kelly, man? You think that was right?
Man, I'm old school, so I'm an Astros fan, but I'm not a Houston guy. So, but you know, it's part of baseball. I think Astros should be ready for it. Just accept it. It's going to happen. You know, if the Dodgers did the same thing, I would expect the same thing to happen to them.
Yeah, you know, for sure, especially when everybody hates Houston. At least the media does. So let's get into it real quick. So before we talk about your high school coaching career, let's talk about Houston Bengals. Talk to us about how long, you know, you've been with them for 7 years. You kind of reached out to me via DM, and just talk to us about what's going on with the Houston Bengals and I guess the future for your current team right now.
Well, the Houston Bengals organization is growing like crazy. I think this past summer in spring, we were at 17 teams. Not including the 2 high school teams. That's just 14 and under. So organization's growing like crazy. You know, I've been part of it. I've known the owner, Zach Williams, for, I don't know, probably 13 years now. He actually is an alumni of LSA. I did not coach him when he was at LSA. Yeah, the organization's growing like crazy, and I'm actually looking for a coach for my team. I'm trying to get out of coaching this group, not for any bad reasons. There's a conflict of interest with me coaching high school baseball and the team that I have now. Since I am a TAP school, which is private school, you know, I can coach my current team. Any player that's on my current team, I can coach them until the last day of their 8th grade season, and then I cannot coach them in high school if they go to my high school. And okay. I do have a couple of kids on my current team that will be attending the high school that I coach at. So, you know, I'm not trying to break any rules, trying to follow all the rules. I'm a rule follower. But, you know, I'm looking for that elite type coach to take this group. This is going to be 14U group is an exceptional group. Been one of the top teams in Houston since 7U. We've had a couple years where we're down. I've lost some kids to some big name organizations. You know, mainly because of the big name. But then some of them come back, and, you know, this group has got some really talented kids,
So you've been having this group since 7U. So talk to us about the growth of having the same team over, I guess, a large span of years. You know, talk to us about that.
Yeah. You know, to be honest, remaining from my original group, I've got one kid from 7U.
Okay.
You know, I've had some of them. I think I got a couple guys from 8U, a couple from 9U, a couple from 10U. But then I've also got about half the team is within the last couple of years, and you know, it's been kind of remarkable that we've been able to keep the culture, you know, winning culture that entire time. You know, part of it is I got some really good assistant coaches over that time. Current coach, Miguel Nava, real good coach out of Lake Jackson area. You know, got to give a lot of credit to those guys that have helped out.
Oh, for sure. And, you know, you finished up this past season with a 58-13-2 record. Talk to us about how the season went. And, you know, what kind of tournaments did you guys play throughout the year?
Well, we've been a major team the entire time. So, you know, we're playing the top teams, the Banditos, the 12, all those groups. We did not run into the Drillers this year. They've played a lot of the 60-90 up at the 14U. We played a little 60-90 early in the season. But we had so many kids growing so fast at this age, the 13-year-old age group. We ran into a ton of injuries with the arms. And not for overuse, just I guess throwing that extra 6 feet 6 inches just really put a lot of strain on these guys.
And how do you emphasize, I guess, as far as pitchers goes, the extra work outside of practicing? You know, as far as development and as far as taking care of these injuries at that age group.
Well, so we don't throw a ton at practice. If we throw anything bullpen wise, we throw flat grounds, and we usually throw them on Wednesdays. I encourage all our guys to do lessons outside of our team, and I usually try to get those scheduled. You know, I have those guys scheduled either Tuesdays or Thursdays, and then, you know, and we've had a really good relationship with the kids. as far as injury wise, we've tried to teach them since a young age that, there's a difference between, man, I'm feeling tight, I'm feeling sore, or I'm injured. And this is actually the first year we've actually had kids say, man, coach, it's not feeling right. And, and we shut those kids down for extended periods of time until, most of the time I ask them to go get doctor clearance before I allow them to come back and throw again.
Yeah. And, with this COVID stuff that happened this year, it kind of put a halt to everybody's season. How did it affect you guys?
Oh, so coming back from COVID, we played in, I believe, 6 tournaments, and we were in a championship game in all 6 of those. And there was tournaments, especially playing the perfect game with the pitch count stuff. I'm running out there with 9 guys, and I'm pitching guys that, probably shouldn't be on the mound in a major tournament, but they're out there giving what they got, and that's what I was down to. But we took a thumping a couple times when I had those guys out there. But all I can ask them to do is get out there and compete, and they did that.
That's great. And obviously the Houston Bengals are, their facility organization. They're based out of the southeast side of, I guess, like central Houston. So I'm assuming the coach that we're looking for, the team, you want them somewhere around the area. What kind of coach are you looking for? What's the experience that you want as far as a coach to take over your team, coach?
Well, for this team, the biggest thing I need with this group is I need someone that's going to be committed to them through high school. So that's 14 through 18. Somebody that's going to be committed to taking them to the national events. We qualify for quite a few of the national events. Actually, this year was the first year we didn't have a great 12U year, so we weren't getting invited to all the big time stuff. And it turned out we were a really good team. But I'm looking for that person that's going to be committed to taking this group to the huge national showcases at Perfect Game. Hopefully those will be moving more towards this area, but there's some out in Hoover, there's some out in Florida, there's a couple out in Phoenix and Southern California. That this group definitely has the talent to compete at those, and there's definitely some scholarship worthy kids on this team.
And as far as people reaching out to you to, I guess, send in the resume or talk to you about this open position, where can they find you at, Coach?
They can look me up at on Facebook at AJ Bettcher. It's AJ Bettcher. They can shoot me an email at coachbettcher@hotmail.com. Those are probably the easiest ways to find me. I've had a few guys interview so far. This person really is going to have to be dedicated to the team. That's my biggest thing is somebody that's going to show up. We have, exceptional facilities. This particular group will practice mostly out of Lutheran South Academy. That's right there at Dixie Farm and 45. So that's Beltway South and 45. Turf infield, great cages, great bullpen mounds. All kinds of machines. We got the fungo mans, we got the fly ball machines, we got anything you could ever possibly want for a select team. We've got it. We have the facilities. We also have a huge 10,000 foot hitting facility that's the Bengals owns, which is like 10 minutes from that area. So, the big thing is we got to have somebody that's going to be committed to being there with this group.
Yeah, for sure. So now let's talk about high school, right? Lutheran South. Talk to us about, I guess, going into the fall 2020. How are things going at the school, and what's the plan for this upcoming spring season for the program?
Well, we're still in talks with our athletic department on how that's going to exactly look. We are very fortunate. Ken Paxton, the Attorney General, I guess, said that private schools are going to be exempt from the same standards that the public schools will. So we're going to be able to start school as normal, which is August 19th. I think we're delaying our football season until September 8th, I think, which is pretty standard for everybody right now. But we'll have our off-season baseball program. and we'll run that through the fall, and and be ready for the spring.
And what are your expectations going into the spring season?
Oh, for Lutheran South, well, we've got a couple D1 arms on the mound. We got a UT commit, and we'll see. Our district's really tough. We're Second Baptist. Woodlands Christian is in our district now. Emory is in our district. So we have a really tough district. We see 90-mile-an-hour arms quite often in our district, but we also have a couple guys that'll be up there as well. That's
awesome. Well, Coach, I appreciate you taking the time on your birthday, man. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Coach.
And for coming out on the wind-up and, getting your information out there for your team, man. Hopefully we can help you out and you can find the right coach. And, man, I'm actually going to be the wind-up's going to be covering a lot of high school events this coming spring. So I'll get with you off air and we'll talk. And, I'd love to come out, get some interviews.
Lutheran South, and we'll get you up there, and you guys can see what the promote the private school baseball doesn't get enough love. Man, we whoop up on the public schools around here, and we don't get any kind of love for it.
Hey, well, there you go. We're gonna make that happen, Coach. We're gonna get you a tons of airtime, and we're looking forward to meeting you guys and seeing you guys in the spring. So I appreciate you taking the time, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, I appreciate what you guys are doing. Thank you.
All right,
thanks, Coach.
All right, there you have it, man.
On his birthday, too.
On his birthday, yeah. I didn't want to take too much time. I know how it is.
Hey, man, you did well, man. I didn't want to cut in.
Yeah, no. So,
You're doing well. I was like, hey, yeah, you got it.
Hey, so we.
No.
Yeah, hold on. Julio's going to get you. Go ahead.
Nice little interview skills right there.
Yeah, that was
so Coach reached out to me. There's an opening for the Houston Bengals or a team. It was one of the top teams in the city.
Yeah.
And, they got a couple D1 guys, like you said. We're up in Lutheran South. So, man, Coach been busy, man. So,
yeah.
Hopefully, he can find the right fit. And, I would love to go see that team, man. Check them out. And
LSA has a good program, so they do a good job over there. Nice field as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Really
I haven't
nice.
been over there. I need to go check it out.
You haven't seen the field?
No, I haven't.
It's nice. Yeah.
Hey, props to him, though, man, because, organizations like his are going to lose players to bigger organizations sometimes. You see it happen every year. In my opinion, everybody's just trying to chase that ring or whatever. And to me, what you really need to do is find an organization that can get you some exposure that you need, right? But also just be there for you, treat you right, and all that kind of stuff. There's no need to look anywhere else when you get that, right? Because to me, it's all about development anyway.
Yeah.
So.
And John, you're old school, so development and bunting. Is that what you believe, right?
Dude,
I better see a lot of small ball tomorrow at 12 o'clock at Baseball USA.
Hey, let me tell you
Field
something.
3 and 4.
If he lets me give signals at first base, we're gonna drop some bunts.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Uncle Steve? How many bunts y'all dropping this coming season?
I don't know. Well, we dropped a lot with a couple of players. Hey, listen, now a lot of signs get missed too.
Yeah.
And so, so you gotta. We'll see what happens.
Hey, but you know what you can't miss though? You can't miss these seeds, man.
Oh,
they right here
yes.
in my face. This is the beer salt, man. John whipped up this flavor for me. He sent me a whole list of flavors, man. So shout out to Senor Custom Spits, man. So are you tired of having the same seeds, man? The same flavor, the same original. Just it tastes like I guess like salt. What does it taste like?
Quit being boring, man.
Yeah, quit being boring, man.
And get on Senor Spits. I got about 22 flavors. All you got to do is get on the Senor Spits Facebook page, see what you want, order it up. If you got some ideas, send them to me. As long as they make a seasoning that's on the shelf, I can turn it into seeds.
So not only do we have beer salt out here,
we got Caribbean jerk too. That's
Caribbean jerk, cracked black pepper, and then my favorite, that Cajun shit. I got to tell you, this right here to me tastes like crawfish, man.
Yeah.
I'm not a big crawfish guy, but I like the seasoning, man. So make sure that you order your seeds at 713-470-8888 and ask for John Reese, man. He's going to get you taken care of. He put up with the bag like with 20 of these. It looked like we're moving weight out here. We moving seeds. Order them now, man. Senor Custom Seeds, man. And again, to another sponsor, man.
Hey,
you know,
and if you get caught moving that weight, who you gonna call?
if you get caught moving this weight, all right, our friends at Abercrombie and Sanchez Law Firm is going to take care of you, man. So attorneys that specialize in assisting families during divorce and other difficult seasons of life. They have significant experience even when handling the most complex divorces and difficult legal matters, man. So, you know, if you're getting sued, you know who to call. So with 30 years of combined experience and expertise, the team at Abercrombie and Sanchez Law Firm, man, has this unique experience that's going to handle your necessity at any level, man. So big firm experience, small firm service. Call them today at 1-888-981-7509 to mention the Wind Up Podcast, man. And my boy Brian is going to waive your consultation fee, man. But, you know.
And before you go there, who's going to cook your food?
Frank the Tank, Team 7 Grillers, baby. I got to tell you, man, Frank the Tank got this like little smoky barbecue sauce that makes your mouth water, tingle, make you do a little shimmy. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be cooking all day with Frank the Tank Team 7 Grillers, man. They've perfected a special blend of exquisite spices infused into the southern smoky flavor. It's going to make your mouth water, man. Stay tuned for all future events. Hopefully, we get to do the Texans tailgate events. Mm-hmm. And if we don't, we're going to be at every cook-off, man. Sponsored by Frank the Tank Team 7 Grillers, man. And I got to tell you, Frank is quite the guy. If you see him, man, take a picture with him. First guy to take a picture with Frank the Tank at the next tournament that you see Legends Baseball playing, I'll send you a wind-up shirt, man. Take a picture with Frank the Tank. Dang. But not only that, man, you know, there's one more thing you can do. Well, you can do two things, actually.
Actually, three.
And you can do this through Rick Web Design, man.
Yeah.
You know, you got a website, you starting a business, or better yet, man, you starting a page, a Facebook group, anything you want, man. You got an email, they're going to make it, man. So with over 15 years of experience, Rick Web Design can design websites for every type of business, man. So distance is not a problem, man. These guys are going to take care of you. They offer professional web design services anywhere in the world, dude. All the way from the DR to Florida, China to Europe. I mean, you name it, Mexico. They have affordable prices for every type of business, man. So if you have an email address, you got an email, a website, you know, you got an idea, call Rick Web Design. Call Chris Webb, man. Yeah. Our boy Chris Webb.
Great dude.
Great dude. Guy. And, you know, he made that website for us. And on that website, I got to tell you, man, one of our sponsors, C4 Bat Company. Ooh. You know, hey, John, let me ask you something. How many times have Uncle Steve returned your call?
Hey, I got a couple of guys on right now that
wait a minute, Steve. Hey, turn his mic off. Including today?
Including today.
One.
Let's say you can't get a hold of Steve, but you're trying to get a bat. And let's say you're trying to get a hold of me, and, like, I'm not answering, but you need this bat because you got a wood bat tournament that any sanctioning body just posted out. You're like, man, where can I order it? Where can I order it? Where can I order it? www.windupmediagroup.com. Go to the tab where it says store. Select your C4 bat, the size, buy it, and in the description, tell us your colors and how you want it customized, man. With over with a 20-step process, dude.
Actually 27.
You tell me how many companies are taking 27 steps to ensure that their wood bats are like bulletproof, pretty much. All right.
Hey, you know what? One of the steps is not calling somebody back.
Well, they do have 15 years of experience making these bats, man. And C4 Bat Company, they're ready to make it happen, dude. You send the money,
great bats.
You pay for it on the website, Steve gonna call you. Yep. Guarantee it.
In my defense, I was busy the last 3 weeks.
I'm just giving you a hard time, Unc.
So, man. But again, I mean, right. We got some on the table right here.
Yeah.
Some Isa cookies, man. So, founded on this exquisite, savory recipe. Isa cookies that set the standard for custom cookies, chocolate chip cookies, any kind of cookie you can think of, and macaroons. All right, the macaroons are off the chain. So each cookie is specifically handcrafted to perfection, man. Just like every other one of our sponsors. Okay, and they ensure that each treat is baked to perfection and just has the best spices, the best flavor. Mm-hmm. And you know where you can find this at? On www.isacookie.com. Place your order, man, in the store, and also follow on IG and Facebook, man. But You know, I got to tell you.
Those were some great reads. We need an AC sponsor too. While we're at it.
I don't know what happened. It's hot as hell.
It's like
But one more
my
time,
God,
man.
thank God I'm wearing a dry fit.
One more
Whoa.
time. Hey, real quick. This is off topic, man. I saw Julio on the floor. What happened over here, bro?
You
You slipped on the kilo of seeds?
I went to go turn down John's headphones down, and freaking Charlie Horse kicked in.
Oh, that's what it was.
Hey, I'm going to
sorry,
start
man.
hooking up with one of our other sponsors, Frank the Tank. I'm going to start moving some of my product through his barbecue pits. While he's driving around town, we're moving product.
Hey, man, I'm going to try this. Where's the beer salt? All right, I'm going to try it. I actually asked you for this flavor,
you
so
did.
let's try
You
it.
did. You requested it.
Hey, so let me tell you something. So, Junior's talking about how I don't return phone calls, right? If you want to find Junior, talk about him on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
I'll call him. Boom, boom. Junior's a punk.
Hey, that is true. That is
like
true.
that,
He is the darling of social media, and he's got all his notifications on.
Every single one of them.
Every one of them. Anytime his name is mentioned, you just don't even have to put Aguilar. Just put Jr.
Yeah,
And
Pops up, baby.
and it
pops
happens. It happens.
Anyway, man. Well,
That
can I say?
That's pretty funny. Hey, Nick Ortiz said they're playing a Legends Elite. Is that y'all?
Who?
Nick Ortiz. It's on one of the. I don't know what page I'm on.
Hold on, let me screw.
What's up, Nick?
Yeah,
Are the
that's
Legends
Coach
pl-
Rick.
are the
That's
pl-
Coach Rick.
They're playing.
Yeah, we're playing them
Yeah.
this first thing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Who? You are too?
RSBA,
Who are
yeah.
you playing? Oh, okay. Who are you playing? You playing Nick or you playing the
Yeah,
Legends?
We're playing Legends Elite.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see y'all on the field tomorrow.
I don't know where the comments are.
Yeah, I don't see that comment either. But
Yeah, I saw it on one of the
Cool.
watch parties. Yeah, so that's actually pretty cool. Hey, before we get into it a little bit more, Kyle Tucker, are we ejecting him already? What's the deal?
Dude, Kyle Tucker needs to go.
why is he
man.
on leadoff?
He was in leadoff.
Yes,
Yes,
man.
yes, he was leadoff.
Hey, Dusty's old school. So correct me if I'm wrong here, John. Maybe Dusty's trolling everybody, and he's like, you know what, Springer, you can't hit. Let's put the guy that can't even hit, so we can show you that you got to get it together. Because Kyle Tucker went like 0 for 5 with 5 Ks or something like that,
5
something
Ks.
ridiculous like that.
Yeah. So if there's ever a guy who you need to ask to lay down a bunt,
Hold on, the feds are here, John.
all
All the kilos of
Had the
seeds
seeds.
here.
Had the keys, man. Had the keys.
Call the law firm.
Hey, man, what I do if a guy's 0-4 and he comes up and I got a runner on second base in extra innings, el bunto. You
Yeah.
know, drop the bunt down. Like this guy's like he's almost got the golden sombrero already. You know.
It's like MLB wants you to bunt.
Yeah.
But anyways, Kyle Tucker can't bunt
Yeah.
with that long swing.
Hey, thanks, Dave and Thomas. We're actually watching the Rockets right now.
Yeah.
So Kyle Tucker knocked in 2.
Oh.
You talk about Kyle Tucker, he produces.
Oh, hey,
Kyle Tucker,
there
you're
you
trash.
Go, man. There you go. He must have heard you, man.
He heard me, bro. He knew it was coming.
See, I'm fixing to shut that Hispanic up over in Pasadena, man.
Yeah. Kyle
I'm
Tucker,
telling
man.
you,
Talking
man.
caca about me.
I'm trying, man. I want to like Kyle Tucker. I can't. I'm sorry.
Does he? Is it just me, or does he look like he steps out every time he swings? I mean, it looks like he just can't reach a pitch middle out. I don't know, man. I just don't like it.
Yeah, we're on a delay right now, Thomas. So you're probably correct on that. Man, I don't know, dude. Listen, all I know is we didn't trade him for what's that dude in Milwaukee, Yelich? Yeah. So we didn't trade him for that. So
Yeah.
for him, and that was one of the things about Lou now, man. He stuck with Tucker and Whitley, and man, where's Whitley at? I mean, we got a 60-man roster. He didn't even make the 60-man roster.
Right.
He didn't, right?
I don't think so. They just sent him back down. So, I mean,
Another
to me,
Mark
man,
Pryor.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
To me, man, get his ass up there.
Yeah, dude. I didn't.
Because even if you just put him in the bullpen or something, because right now, like Peacock's hurt, Presley's hurt.
Dude, everybody hurt.
We're missing guys in the bullpen, so freaking bring Whitley up and see what he can do.
Yeah. Man, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
The other guys are good, so
Yeah.
that's gonna buy them time. But here we have Springer with the bases loaded now, and he's gonna probably strike out looking up.
How many outs?
One out.
One out.
Double play.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, so let me talk about the umpires that premiered this week that I saw. Actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, mark that down.
Not
Uncle
that I was
Steve.
complaining about them,
Uncle
but
Steve
I mean,
talked about the
they were
umpires.
actually really good. The games I saw. The games I saw, they were really good. So I mean, man, it was
were they
hot
dancing?
too, man.
Were they dancing?
Nah, I saw Dave Snyder, right? Dave Snyder's looking for the dancing ump. I think he's based out of Beaumont. Did you hear about that? Were you with us?
Nuh-uh.
I mean, I know you weren't
No.
with us in
Right.
Beaumont. Junior knows what I'm talking about. This dude was just dancing.
Really?
I think he wanted somebody to record him and put him on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on
He
social
wanted to go
media.
viral.
It was
Yeah.
that bad, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it was
that bad. Like, he
So
he
he
wanted
was
the
trying
attention.
to be like cool in front of the kids. Like, hey, we got to cool up. Look at him
Yeah,
dance.
he was terrible.
Yeah,
That's
he
horrible.
was
Just do your
terrible.
freaking job. You know?
Hey, nice guy before the game.
Uh-huh.
Struck out. Oh, no.
Probably nice guy after the game too, but you know, see, I'm not watching.
Okay,
I'm
but
trying to watch.
so how was he as an umpire?
You know, he wasn't bad as an umpire, but he wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
You know, he wanted to dance, he wanted to moonwalk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
you
mean,
know,
he was
he
giving
wanted
the
to do
kids high
everything.
fives and stuff.
I mean,
Maybe,
yeah, I mean,
you know,
personality-wise, he was great. You know, I'm not gonna say anything about that. The problem was,
10U baseball, baby.
yeah, I mean, he was just, you know, he wanted the attention. He got it.
Yeah.
He got it. He didn't like the attention when he lost track of time of the game.
Yeah, he did.
You don't want that negative attention, man.
We played one extra inning, but we didn't have to.
Oh, really? Because he couldn't keep track of the innings?
Look, Springer took that
walk.
pitch, and he thought he actually struck out. You saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's just struggling
The,
right
the
now.
blue
dude.
should have rung him up.
He's gonna be all right.
He is.
He's gonna be all right. How about my shortstop, man, Correa?
Man, what you
Hey.
think?
Oh, I like Correa. You don't like Correa?
No, I like
Nah,
Correa.
No, you didn't, dude.
He's
No, you didn't.
second. He moved up to second on my list, dude.
Man, no, you didn't. You never liked Correa.
Yeah,
Man,
no,
I'm
I
just,
would- I
I'm
would
just
trade.
wondering if he's henpecked, man. Right? I mean, it seems like his wife runs the shit over there.
But we don't know that.
We don't know that. But
And she is
I don't
nice
know.
looking though.
Yeah,
She's tall.
Yeah, she
She's
is.
nice
But
looking.
I don't
Hey.
even want to get off the truck when I go drop off cookie.
there's not too many major leaguers that have ugly women.
Yeah, no,
So-
you're 100% correct. You're 100, and he's not one of them. But yeah,
and it's not all about the money, you know.
sure, sure. Yeah, but going back to Premier, man, that tournament out there was actually pretty good. I think 15 ended today, and they still have 16 and 17. So I was gonna go out there, but now I'm gonna go see John in his out of retirement debut.
Yeah, man.
And so I'm not gonna be able to go out
My
there.
rebirth.
Yeah.
Hey, so what about? Let me just ask you guys.
Yeah.
I saw something here like a couple of weeks ago where is Beaumont turning PG now?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think
Did
that
we
was the
miss
move.
that? I must have missed that.
Yeah, no, they announced it on Facebook. I think it was like last week.
Tyner or somebody.
Yeah,
right?
Tyner posted something. So
Yeah.
yeah,
There's Darren capturing another market. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
so everything's
Well,
gonna
good for
happen.
him.
Because that's always been Nations over there.
Yeah,
hasn't it?
Nations.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, because everybody had. If you played Nations, it was either at Ford Park or you're playing at a scrapyard.
Right.
That was
Okay.
pretty much
Right.
the rule there.
Mhm. That happens, man. That happens, man. I want to shout out to ZT Elite 17U. I was hanging out with those guys yesterday, and two of the dads. I don't even know their names, man. They were cool as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna call pitches for Cookie, but
No.
dude, they hit a foul ball by by the dugout, and I haven't been around the big boys in a while. That ball got there quick.
It was. Yeah.
They're like, oops, I'm out. I'm out. Nah,
And what's the vibe? Tell us about the vibe, man. For all the younger.
what do you mean the vibe?
Like, how is it at these tournaments where the kids are much older? For all the parents that got the younger kids that are listening right now, man. Are they yelling? Are they screaming? Are they telling the coach he sucks?
Nah. You know, I saw.
Why are they sitting the bench? Why are you sitting
Yeah.
the bench?
Why you sitting
Oh,
on the bench?
that's always gonna happen. I'm sure it happened. At, you know.
Do you still see them take Gatorade to them?
Snacks and
happens.
corn
Okay,
dogs.
listen. I've been on record as saying this. If you're not going to provide water, okay, then don't berate a kid if their mom brings them something to drink.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just me. I mean, because there's no water
What
provided.
about like the hamburger basket with the fries and
Nah, I don't really see that. I'm sure. Now, you see that in between 9, 10, 11 U games. You go out, man, they're actually eating a corn dog right there in between games. I'm like, come on, man.
Look, they just hit Bregman.
Yeah.
They
They
need to
could.
eject that
Hit him on the
guy.
elbow.
Yeah.
Eject them.
get them out of there.
Yeah, but I hadn't been around the big boy game in a while, especially in the dugout level. Man, that foul ball came. I was like, dude, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the
Yeah.
fans. And
I've worn a couple of balls. You know, coaching the older kids.
oh,
and
dude, I
stuff
got
like that.
hit yesterday too.
What?
Because I was on the field with ZT Lead. I was talking to Cookie, right, and they were doing the in and out. And oh boy from ZT Elite fucking threw a ball, and the parents said, "Hey, watch out!" And as soon as they say "watch out," boom! I got hit, man. Dude, I got hit hard.
Yeah.
Hey, kid, they still don't know how to catch or what?
I don't know what happened, dude. Shit, man. Hey, It don't matter what age group, dude. And that in and out, man, you got to wear some armor. You got to be outside the fence,
you
man,
gotta
because
watch
balls
out.
are going anywhere, dude.
Yeah.
And so, that was just me. But yeah, shout out to the two parents because they're barbecuing tonight.
Oh,
they invited me to go to the
nice.
barbecue too. So, but I'm not gonna be able to make it because I'm here with you guys. But
That's all right, man.
shout out to them, man. And so it's all good. But before, we have to talk about this, dude. And I think
talk about it.
somebody put a post on about the player free agent period right now.
Yeah. I posted that.
The team changing organization period right now.
The
The
recruiting.
coaches changing teams period right now. And the recruiting process that's going on right
Yeah,
now. Is it
man.
alive and well right now?
Freaking tryouts everywhere. Right
Dude.
now.
Tryouts are everywhere.
Crazy.
If you can't find a team right now, then you're terrible.
Hey, awesome tryout postings too. All
Yeah.
these graphics and all that kind of stuff.
And I love, like I've always said this, man. I love the teams that post on their ads like development, climate cooled facility, professional coaching. Like, look, man, if you got to sell yourself that hard,
Right.
come on,
Right.
man.
Yeah, but
You know?
it's part of the game.
I said 1,500 teams, right? And we were close. We were like 1,200 teams last year. This year we might get to 10,000. Because Jesus, dude.
Okay.
There's like 150 6U teams right now.
So check this out. So somebody posted a post about a tryout for a team, and man, they started putting on they're nationally ranked here, nationally ranked. I never heard of the team.
Damn.
Then I sent that to you. I'm like, hey, where are they from? I mean, I just. Yeah.
You couldn't even find them on Nation.
And then somebody put a post about, hey, how do you feel about players getting reps at a tryout? Man, how many reps do you get at a tryout, dude? I mean,
You got like 2
I thought
ground
that-
balls.
I thought that was funny.
Man, look, parents are taking their kids to other tryouts to recruit, bro. That's really what's happening.
Is that what it is?
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't going over there to get reps. You lying. You get like 3 swings and 3 ground balls, and the coach already knows who he wants.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so let me ask you a question. So all these people who are posting about tryouts, do you think they already have their team or their
A little crew.
little, I guess, skeleton of a
their
crew?
nucleus,
Yeah, exactly. Who they want? They're just looking for like 1 or 2.
Hey,
Yeah,
whoa,
maybe
whoa,
a couple
whoa.
of
How many? Look, check this out. How many dads or coaches have the same like 6 kids they're trying to get? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, I'm gonna put this team together. I'm gonna put this team together. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy.
Are you? Let's talk about the dad coach.
Mhm.
You opposed to that?
Not at the younger level
Okay.
or older level, depending on who it is. You know,
Okay.
if you have somebody like, you know, for example, let's say Jose Altuve is your dad.
Yeah.
Come on, you know, if your dad, you know, is a truck driver and he just got off the truck. Okay, like, come on.
How about-
you know what I mean? Like,
how
come
about
on.
how about a said truck driver can talk better than
Yeah.
and can articulate better than Altuve? Well, then what do you do?
Well, at that point,
Because his English is bad.
look, but if that's the case, bro, they probably know about that coach already.
Yeah.
That coach been around. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just asking. Because
You know,
I don't have a
no,
problem with
I'm
dad
not
coaches.
offending anybody. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I don't have a problem with dad coaches.
I like that coaches for the younger ages. It's awesome.
we get
dude.
pissed off when the dads don't hang out with their kids, and then when they want to hang out with their kids, then we call them daddy ball. I mean, which
Yeah.
one are we gonna have? I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter to me. dude.
Junior speaking from
Yeah.
experience.
I'm not really down with it at the older level. Younger level, yeah, I'm with it. And some dads have been around the game a little bit. I mean, you don't have to play at the professional level to know a little bit about baseball. But
Yeah, I agree with
you
that.
know, to me, some of the dads have to know when it's time to let go, when you've kind of reached your limit on what you can teach your kid, and you
Yeah.
and you try to find a place where he can play, where he's getting some good instruction. Right?
So you think that happens on the constant about the dads realizing?
No, I don't. But
Are they-
you know what? It's up to the organizations to police that, right? Because when I was with the Heat, we had some dads that were pretty knowledgeable in baseball, had older kids that had played, and they knew a little bit about the game, and we trusted them to be able to coach and be unbiased
Okay.
about who played and stuff like that. But for the most part, they were very few and far between, right? And we were really lucky because we had great dads that weren't like head coaches for us, but guys like Woody Williams, Craig Biggio, these guys like this that helped us coach. They weren't trying to run in on and be all this, but their kids were playing and they wanted to be involved, and obviously they had more experience than any of us did,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
So so that was a whole different level. But To me, because daddy ball gets such a bad rap, at least when you start getting into the high school age type programs, man, if you want to be kind of legit, you've got to pay coaches. You got to pay guys that have played at the college level, maybe played at the pro level, know a little bit about the game, if you're wanting your kid to get that kind of instruction.
So devil's advocate to that is parents don't like to pay. So what do we do there? Because that's a lot too.
You talking about don't like to pay the what
Team
it costs to
fees,
be on
yeah,
those kind
yeah,
of
team
teams? Yeah. I know, man.
Parents don't like to
it's-
pay. Parents, like we talk about, everybody wants to be on a good team until they're on a good team.
Yeah.
And then now you got to fight for starting positions, and now you got to fight for playing time and all this and all that.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
It does. And I've been pretty lucky to be on, some teams that were pretty good, and I think the parents understood what the organization was about, and that even though their kid was a top 2 or 3 player at his high school, he was going to share time on this team. But man, what really always got me is that you ever get to the point where you're not winning at a really high level, maybe your team's down a little bit that year or whatever, then the ugliness starts to come out, right? Then you start seeing parents that are all about their kid. Why isn't my kid playing more and all that? So winning has a tendency to cure a lot of things. Ooh, man, if we're winning, every parent.
Everybody's
is a
cool
fan.
with their role.
Everybody's cool with their role. You're going back to the hotel. You're in the lobby. You're cracking cold ones with the parents and stuff like that. But as soon as you start losing a little bit, or they feel like their kid's not getting the limelight he needs because he hadn't quite gotten his scholarship looks yet and stuff like that, then you start getting, the bad side.
Well, the bad side's always going to come out.
Yeah.
All you need is your son not to play one game.
Yeah.
Or
Move down the line.
Or move down the lineup. Yeah.
Or somebody.
And so what people don't
doesn't cheer
understand
for
is,
their kid. or
yeah,
something.
maybe, well,
Something dumb.
we're going to talk about that too. What the deal is, sometimes if you're batting 3 hole and you're not hitting, then they move you down to the 7 hole. Then you start seeing different pitches, and all of a sudden you start hitting.
Yeah.
Then you go up. So they don't say anything about moving down and going back up. They're just mad because they moved down.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I've seen that all the
Yeah,
time.
they don't always understand the logic behind it, right? And
Well,
you do as a coach.
Yeah.
But, they like. I had a kid that was like a 1-2 hole hitter at Victoria East High School. Okay, football, baseball guy, not very big, but a pretty good athlete, pretty decent player. But look, man, we were playing on a team that had a lot of good players, so he wasn't anywhere near the top of our players.
Right.
And he batted like 8-9 for us. Well, his parents got all pissed off because in high school he's a 1 or 2 hitter. Well, I'm sorry, this ain't high school.
Yeah.
Right? And you show me who he can hit better that's in front of him right now. The answer was nobody.
Well.
You know what I'm saying? So you've got no reason to complain about where your kid is in the lineup. Look, he's an 8 or 9 hole hitter on a team of really strong hitters.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. But
Yeah.
that's not how every parent sees it, right? They're all about
Well, they see the best 8+ their kid.
Yeah.
Or if we're batting 10, the best 9+ their kid.
Yeah,
So,
right.
I mean, yeah. And I can't blame the parents for that. They're emotionally invested in that.
Yeah.
And so, so it's tough, man. But this is the time, though. This is the time.
You got to
Man,
trust the process, though.
Man, Coach, I'm
Yeah,
willing
but
to-
what's the process, though, Coach? What's the
let's
process?
talk
Because
about
everybody has a different process.
Yeah, they do, and I'm not saying every organization, every team is at the same level. To me, I got in select when it was in the infancy, right? And then now there's so many select teams
Right.
that to me there's different levels of select, right? Just like you got AA, AAA, whatever. When I just look at select, I look at the top teams, and then other guys who are getting the players that aren't making the top teams, and then even the lower levels and stuff like that. So the process might be different depending on what the organization is or what the coaches are or whatever like that. I can speak from where I was with the Houston Heat. The history of the organization spoke for itself, right?
Right.
99, almost 100% of the players are going to go to college somewhere on a scholarship. Now, everybody might not be going D1. Everybody might not be going to University of Texas, Texas A&M, U of H, Baylor, wherever. But everybody's going to get a chance to go somewhere. So just relax and trust the process and know that we're not dad coaches, so we don't really have a dog in that fight. And we're trying to get everybody playing time, and we're also trying to be successful as an organization, right? The
Right.
longer we play in a tournament, the more exposure everybody gets, right?
Right.
Doesn't do you any good
And
to
that's
go
and that's
0-4.
what people don't understand.
Yeah.
Don't do you any good to go 0-4 or 0-5 in pool play and not get to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to that next level of the championship round and stuff like that. You know how it is.
Yeah.
The scouts and college coaches, there's fewer teams to watch, so they're congregating at your games, and more guys get exposure. I can't tell you, the number of guys that I've had that I've coached that got exposure because people were there to see somebody else, but they made their mark.
Right.
We hear those stories all the time.
All the time. All the time.
So just trust the process. First of all, you got to put yourself in the right place, right, with the right organization. And then once you do that and you feel you're comfortable with the coaches and the organization, the history of the organization, then just look at the history, and that usually is a good predictor of the future. Just trust the process and let them. They're going to be fair to your kid and let just go along for the ride, man.
How about the parent who doesn't think you're fair to their kid?
Hey, man.
What do you say to that?
Well, I mean, look, you can find another place to play. You see how many teams there are out there.
Right.
If you don't like kids leave every year, right? They think they're chasing something better,
Right.
All the time, and maybe they find something better, maybe they don't. I've had kids leave organizations I've been in and then come back because they didn't get what they wanted.
See
over
that
there.
a lot.
But
See that a lot.
If you don't think your kid is being treated fairly, then I say find you another place to play.
Yeah, no, I'm not with at
choices.
what point does the player and the parent have to realize, you know what, my son's not a D1 player. My son's not a D2 player. He may be an NAIA player.
Yeah.
Does that ever happen?
I say it happens, but I also say there's a lot of people who just think their kid is more than he is. And I've always said, you know what level people think your kid is? The level that he's being recruited at, right? So if you got D1s coming at you, your kid's probably a D1
That is
level
so
player.
true.
If you have only Jucos coming at you, then quit thinking your kid's going to be a D1 because
Yeah.
there's no D1s asking you. If it's NAIA, Division II, whatever, that's the level. That doesn't mean your kid won't be better a couple of years from now, 3 years from now, whatever. But right now, this is what he is. It is what it is.
Now, does that encompass on the player as well to figure out what type of player he is within that whole thing? Because before you answer. Okay, so when I went to college, when I graduated from high school, I knew I wasn't going to go pro. All right, so when I went to go play college ball, I knew I wasn't going to go pro. I already knew that. I mean, if you're a baseball player, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I started curtailing about academics because I'm like, dude, I'm not going to play Monday through Sunday, right?
Right.
So I need to start doing the academic part. So do you think there's a lot of kids, or do you think there's enough kids that are doing that right now, knowing where their lot in life is going to be as far as baseball is concerned, in order to make that decision? Because to your point, if you think you're D1 but JUCOs are recruiting you, that's a big disconnect right there, man.
Yeah, it is. But look, man, you want to try to go to a D1 and walk on and sit for a couple of years when you could be playing probably at a JUCO somewhere. Well, go ahead if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of JUCO baseball and football.
Yeah.
And football.
No, I love it. It's a great step, and especially here in Texas, we got great junior college baseball.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, the best in the country.
I had a kid. I talked to a kid about 2 weeks ago. He's going to go to a NAIA school because he said he has a better chance of getting drafted out of a NAIA school.
Hey,
and
look,
okay.
No, go ahead.
I told him good luck with that.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you hit, I'm going to throw a number out. Let's say 600 in NAIA. First thing they're going to tell you is the competition's bad. You're not playing top level people. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. And so there's always going to be that stigma. Now, will he get seen? I don't know. Hopefully he does.
Yeah.
But in retrospect, looking back at it, about history, no, I mean, it may happen, but it doesn't really happen.
Yeah, but remember, Carl Crawford was a 600 hitter at Jeff Davis High School. So if you wanted to go by,
he's not Carl.
He's not Carl.
No, but the point is that okay, look.
Yeah, that district he played in.
Look at the draft every year. I'm not saying you're more likely to get drafted out of NAIA than you are Division I. Absolutely not. Mm-hmm. But if you look at the draft every year, the amount of kids that get drafted, they're across the board. Mm-hmm. They're at schools that are up north where they really don't play as much as we do because of the winter and stuff like that. And look, man, all it takes is for you to get seen by a couple of people, right? And once you do that,
Just one person needs to like you.
That's all you got to have is one person like. And you know what? It don't matter if they draft you in the 50th round. It doesn't matter. You're going to get a chance, right? And if you're a hard worker, you've got the same. I'm not saying you have the same opportunities as, say, a first rounder. They're always going to give those guys the edge.
Yeah.
But man, look at how many guys have made the big leagues, and they weren't necessarily high draft picks. It happens, right? So
my only concern with that is the draft being shortened to 20 rounds.
Yeah.
So now that fringe NAI player, let's just say fringe player. We're taking NAIA division. That fringe player is not going to be given the opportunity because he's probably going to sign for $10,000.
Right.
And if he goes 0 for 20, he's back home.
Yeah.
Can't go to school. Can't do whatever he's going to do. Yet, to your point, the first rounder who got $7 million, he can go 0 for 100.
Yeah.
And he's still going to come back. He's still going to sleep good and all that stuff. So it's going to be tough, man.
Yeah.
But the player has to figure that out, too.
Yeah. He does. And look, man, if you know you're not a top round, you know you're not a top, 5 or 10 round guy, then you got to know that, man, I got to make my mark somehow. Like, I can't afford to start off slow.
Yeah.
You know that. You know your limits, and you know where you are at in the pecking order.
Do the parents know the limits?
I think most of the time they don't. And I used to tell parents all the time, man, just be realistic about where your kid is. Put the parent, and this is almost impossible to do, but put the parenting thing and the fact that that's your kid aside, and just look at your kid as a player and be honest with yourself about what his ability is right now. Quit trying to think he's a D1 player when he's not really a D1 player. Quit trying to think that D1 offers right around the corner when all you're getting is D2 offers, NAIA, or Juco offers, because it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
Again, you only need one guy to really
Just one.
find you and say, "Ooh, I kind of like that kid, and I think he's worth taking a chance." Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it could happen, but be realistic.
Well, I don't know if they could be realistic, but hopefully they come to some sort of understanding.
Yeah.
Moving forward. And I think if parents are around certain people or whatever people they're going to be around, and they can kind of like bridge towards that, then I think it'll get better. But you're always going to have that parent who's, my son can do this.
Oh, yeah.
My daughter can do that.
Absolutely.
I mean, and that's just the parent, the parental part of it.
Yeah.
So that's tough. But enough about players. How about teams changing organizations?
Ooh. What do they offer? What are they offering?
I don't know. I'm just saying, because I've already seen a couple.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my friend in Dallas, they jumped ship after about 2 years.
What team was that?
I'm not going to say it.
So you're saying parents taking their kid and going?
No, I'm talking about the whole team.
Oh,
I'm talking about your team
going
to play with Kevin's team, or a different organization.
Oh,
You cool with that?
I don't know, man. I don't know that really happened back when I was coaching. Right?
Well,
You're talking
it
about
happens now.
like a whole team picking up and going and
Yeah, so you leave the Houston Heat and you go to Banditos.
and just take my whole team with me. Okay. I mean, I will say this. So Phil Cross, the guy that started the Houston Heat, he was originally with the Houston Wildcats, which is a pretty good sized organization at the time. For whatever reason, he left, and because he was really kind of coaching their elite team, he took the nucleus of his team. Right, some of the guys were moving on age-wise, but he took the 4 or 5 guys with him. One of those guys was Scott Kazmir. And so he took those guys with them. They went with them. They willingly went with them. They were like, if Coach Cross is going to open up his own organization, we're going with him. So I mean, this wasn't joining another organization. This was starting his own organizations. But I guess you could consider that.
That can happen too.
Yeah, but I don't know. At one time the Dallas Mustangs and D-Bat combined in Dallas. Now they were both really strong programs, and at one time they combined, but then like brothers who fight all the time, they couldn't get along and they split back up again, right? but you could imagine, like, D-Bat was pretty strong at the time. Dallas Mustangs with Sam Carpenter have always been like, one of the elite programs in Texas, and so together,
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they were really strong, man.
Yeah.
But they couldn't get along long enough to stay together. So.
Hey, speaking of which, we're talking about organizations. I saw what's Coach Sean's last name? Ina?
Yeah.
I saw the Adidas baseball yesterday. Them sweet baby blue and red uniforms.
Hey,
man,
looking
they were
pretty
nice.
good. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I saw them. I saw them from afar. They were really nice.
Yeah. I just did some Pacific Headwear 474F performance hats, Columbia blue. for a team here called Texas Finest, a guy named Raul Saenz, and his organization. And dude, I got a lot of compliments on those hats. They were tight, man.
Yeah, I saw them.
that light blue color was nice, dude.
Yeah, I saw them. I was like, man, those are clean.
Yeah,
That's a good combination. That red with that baby blue.
Yeah, it was kind of like an off take from the old Cardinals uniforms.
Nice.
And so I saw them yesterday, and they stood out. Stood out. But moving right along to coaches. How about coaches changing teams?
Oh, what they got to offer, man?
It's not about what they have to offer. why are they leaving because of parents or what?
Oh, I never thought about that. I mean, I guess they could, right?
So the underlying reason is going to be always because of the kids, but I think everybody knows it's about parents.
Oh.
At least it has to be, right? Or
I would say maybe like 70-30, yeah.
70-30 what?
Parents.
What do you think, Julio? 70-30? I'm going to say 95-5.
95.
Dude, I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat shit. It's 95-5.
Hey, Unc tells it like it
Man, I guess I'm putting a little bit of black cracked pepper on mine. Goddamn, this one's good.
That's regular crack.
Yeah, this one's good, bro.
So let me introduce Kevin Cavalier. How you doing, man?
Doing good.
What do you think? Parents? What percentage?
Oh,
Coaches leaving the team?
100% parents. Hey, I've coached summer league baseball and I've dealt with parents for 4 weeks. So if you're dealing with parents 9 months out of the year, and you see them in your off time when you're away from work and stuff, man, that plays a role.
Yeah, it
that plays a role.
So a little bit of background on Kevin. Kevin's a high school football coach where he was at Pasadena High School, and so he's been coaching youth baseball for a while. But his job is a high school football coach. And so yeah, man, I think it's the parents, man. I think it's the parents, and then some coaches just get pissed off. Say, man, you know what? I don't want to deal with this. Yeah. I don't want to deal with this. And so it's easier for them just to chill at home on the weekends than to mess with parents, man. It's just, it's tough, man. You got to find, everybody says, oh man, we got to find the right balance of players and parents. Man, we let some kids go because of parents, bro. Yeah. Even though the kids were good, it's the parents that we just couldn't deal with. Because everybody says they're not that parent until you don't play their kid, and then they're that parent.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I remember when I played select ball, we had our set team, but we would always pick up a couple of guys who were pretty good. But even as 10, 11-year-old, like, we knew those guys weren't on the team because his dad would be trying to coach from the outside. So, the mom would come to the game and just be yelling the whole time. Our coach liked the kids, but, man, you can't have that when you're trying to win baseball games. Like,
oh, nah, you definitely can that. Hold on. How y'all feel about it? Oh, man, that's funny. Hey, so we got a couple of watch parties going on right now, so we're getting different comments. So that's why when you know who I saw yesterday? And we're going to get back to the parents. I saw Vendetta and Jaron Brown.
Okay.
Gave about a 30-minute post-game speech.
At least it seemed like. Were they screaming?
No. It was professional.
Great.
It was professional.
Because they're going to get called out.
No. They weren't. No, it was professional. I saw when the after-game team meeting started. So I started watching the game while I was watching. And then I went to go see the other team because actually ZT was going to play in that field. And I'm walking, and, man, I still see the team there. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I see another inning. They're still there. I'm like, man, I was going to talk to them. Shit, I forgot about them. I was like, man. But, yeah, they were there for about a good 20, 30 minutes.
That's good.
But I didn't – they were quiet, man.
Hey, Steve, how do you feel about the kid that shows up to tryouts in tennis shoes, shorts, and a T-shirt?
Oh, he not playing.
Okay, but do you tell him, hey, like, just don't even do the tryout? Or do you still hit him ground balls?
No.
Do you smoke him or do you hit him slow?
No, I'm just going to tell him, hey, you got to come out here in baseball attire. Right. If they don't come out in baseball attire, they don't want to play.
Hey,
they don't want to play.
But that translates to real life. Like, I went to a job interview and I was dressed up, and the dude next to me came in flip-flops and the shorts, and they told him to go home. So parents got to understand. You got to translate that to real life.
Yeah.
Just teach your son that, teach him the right way.
Coming in hot.
Yeah. What's up, Coach Sam? I haven't seen Coach. So Coach Sam's been hiding too. He's in that witness protection program with Troy.
That kid that shows up to tryouts in tennis shoes and blue jeans, probably his first year to play.
Coach, I've seen that in the high school level.
That's crazy.
What?
That's
seen it in the high
crazy,
school
dude.
level.
That's
Cowboy boots.
Yeah.
I've seen it at a high school level. The kid comes out there with a brand new glove that he probably just bought 2 days ago,
Yep.
brand new cleats and everything. And I'm just like, oh, man.
Yep.
I've seen it before, Nothing against the kid, man. I don't know. But, you're setting yourself up for failure for that.
Yeah.
But my deal is if you've never played competitive baseball, and I don't care if it's Little League Select Baseball, and then you're going to try to walk on, so to speak, or try out for a high school team, that ain't happening.
No.
But what if the kid's a stud and he just finished basketball practice and he's like, man, I'm ready to field some ground balls. I got my J's on. Let's go.
That ain't going to happen.
No?
No.
Still got to get off the field.
Now you're dealing in some hyperbole that won't happen.
If he's at,
Not in the high school level. They know
Carl
who he
Crawford comes up to you, Steve.
hey, if he's that much of a stud,
So-
you already knew about it, right? He's not going to surprise you.
Exactly. Trust me, around here, everybody knows who the players are. I mean, it's just you identify them and go from there. But dude, that happens in the high school level, bro. It happens every single year.
Yeah, I saw
At
that.
high schools around the Houston area, you'll have some kids go out there in blue jeans, tennis shoes.
Yeah.
And like I said, sometimes I feel bad for them because
Yeah.
maybe they weren't. I don't know, man. Maybe they had the passion to play. They just didn't. They weren't afforded the opportunity to play at some point in time. So
It's just hard to figure out where the advice came from, where they thought it was a good idea to try out, your freshman year, the first time to play baseball.
Oh man, I wish we could be in that conversation, but but it's. I mean, so do you take that glove back? That new glove and the new cleats back, or what do you do?
Hell yeah,
man! I saw a kid
12-inch glove? Was it 12 and a half? The ones that sell at Academy?
Dude, okay, so I'm
Big old waffle glove.
I'm gonna speak on somebody that y'all don't know. There was a guy who played left field. He played for the Yankees, but he played for a lot of teams called Luis Polonia. Mm-hmm. So they put in the glove rule because of this dude. Oh boy was out there with a glove about that big in the outfield. Swear to God. And so I would see I saw a Mexican glove, the what's rolling?
Yeah.
I saw
like
it
that.
about 5 years ago. I had a big old glove. I said, bro, you can't play with that glove. He goes, well, what do you mean? I'm like, bro.
They let me play in the Mexican league.
It was about a 15-inch glove, bro. I was like, and I said, man, let me see that sucker, because I hadn't seen a big glove like that in a long time. But if you Google Luis Polonia, man, you'd see a big old 16-inch glove. So they changed the rule because of that dude. Because it was 16 inches or 15, then, he would have it right here. And I mean, Obo's catching everything, man.
Yeah, that's the shift glove. When you're the third baseman, but you're the only guy playing on the left side and you got to cover a lot of area. You need a big glove, bro.
Nah, but
You
you're
gotta be able
good
to
because
reach
nobody's bunting that way.
No, nobody's button. Nobody's button.
Or they're hitting that way. They're pulling.
the left-hander's dragging.
When the shift's on Cody Bellinger, you're like, come on, dude. One time, even Yelich, come on, one time, they still try to pull the ball. Well, Yelich tries to go oppo, but for the most part, Belly's trying to hit a bomb.
Right.
It's like, come on, man.
Right.
You kidding me?
So Keith Hart said he had a national tryout. He saw jeans and deck shoes. so he was. I don't know how old Keith Hart is.
Hey man, Keith.
How old is he? What do you think
Keith
he is?
played for me.
Okay, so
he's out of Baytown late. Man, you know what? Keith, tell us how old you are, because I don't even remember. But,
well, what I'm getting at.
No, he's in his late 30s.
So the dude was going to Papados, and then decided that there was an Astro tryout probably at the Dome.
Right. Yeah.
This is a good idea. Let me go out there.
Hell yeah, it was on the marquee. You go in. Son, we got your glove in the back. You want to throw it down?
We just got this new glove.
Yeah, I got this new glove, man.
Let me go try out for the Astros. Hey, I knew some guys that went out there to try out for the Astros.
And Gene?
No.
Oh.
They were players, man. But the funny part was they were never going to make the Astros.
Yeah.
And so they still talk about it to this day, man. I tried out for the Astros in the
remember that time
Astrodome. Bro, it was an open tryout.
Right, yeah,
Anybody
anybody
could have
could
gone
go.
out there,
Yeah,
man.
you remember a couple years ago the Texans did open tryout? I went out there and I tried for running back.
Did you?
I didn't get a call back.
Oh.
I was the smallest dude there.
They did have a guy outside of NRG one time, right, with the sign. He was a guy who was a college
receiver.
player,
Yeah.
never got drafted or anything, and was just looking for a chance. You know,
Dude, the other day I saw, I don't know where this video was, and they were just having people run a 40, right? And then some kid just gets there and runs like a 4.14. I was
Really?
like, whoa. Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Nah, I don't believe
I
that.
swear, bro.
I don't believe
It
that.
was on SportsCenter page like
I don't
earlier this
believe
week.
that.
I was like,
I don't
man.
believe
yeah,
No
tennis shoes and blue
stretching, no
jeans.
nothing.
No, I don't know if the kid stretched or not, but the kid just went up there and
Wow.
he just ran, bro.
Your,
4.14.
your boy Tyreek Hill just ran a 4.3.
Yeah.
And he let off 7 yards before he finished.
I
Oh
don't
man,
know
you talking
about
about
all
when he barely beat T.O.?
Yeah, T.O. looking good,
Man,
man.
T.O. dude for like
Yeah,
how
the
old
Raiders,
was
you want
he?
him on the Raiders?
40 something.
Nah, he's not playing anymore. He's not playing anymore.
Oh, well.
Any kids go out there for football practice dressed or not dressed to impress per se? Or y'all nip that in the butt?
Football's a little different just because there's gonna be context, so you have to have your pads on. Kids go out there. I've had plenty of kids go out in tennis shoes, send them right back inside. So,
All right, how many kids with visors in the swag? Everybody?
everybody tries. I think Texas high school football, you can't wear it unless you have like a doctor's prescription or something like that. But if it was allowed, every kid would have a visor, even linemen. Even linemen.
Hey, y'all playing this year or what?
UIL announced all sports activities, even schools canceled till September 8th, so you can't have workouts, meetings, nothing
Now,
like that.
some school districts are starting back up their strength and conditioning. Are y'all?
No, according to UIL, nobody can start until September 8th, I believe, or something like that. September 10th.
Yeah, and I tell you what, UIL's like on the fence right now because ever since Paxton came out and said, well, you don't have whatever jurisdiction or whatever, because some schools are, I think Fort Bend's starting Monday.
School?
No, not school. Strength and conditioning
Oh, strength
for
and
football.
Oh, okay.
Man, I think some.
Man, they need all the
some-
help they can get, bro. They're terrible. We're terrible at football.
Some high schools have already been out there, right? I thought.
Yeah,
you
but
were
then they
part-
stopped it, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then they stopped
Okay.
it. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, shoot. Fort Bend needs to be practicing for a long time.
So does that push back the basketball season? I'm sure it does that as well. Right?
Man, I don't know. Hey,
I
dude.
don't think so.
I think UIL's on that fence right now, bro. They don't know what to do.
I mean,
because if a kid gets the COVID
Yeah.
and unfortunately passes away,
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, oh man, we never said you could do it.
Yeah.
And so they're
Lawsuit
trying.
City.
Yeah, so they're trying to do that. But right now is a good time if you're on the fence about your kid going up or you want to hold your kid back. Now's the time.
Yeah.
Now's the time.
There you go.
And if something happens to your kid and you need a good lawyer, Abercrombie and Sanchez.
Abercrombie and Sanchez, man. You got that right.
Yeah, but I mean, because right now, man, we're in times that we've never been in. So
Yeah.
blame everything on COVID, bro.
Yeah.
Just blame it on COVID, and then you'll get a pass on that. And so
Man, the year started off so fast, and now it feels like so long.
Yeah.
Like it just feels like it drug from March till now, man. It sucks.
Yeah.
But hopefully this is over in November, man.
It ain't over. It ain't over anytime
I
soon.
mean, I'm not gonna go there,
Man,
but
man, I hope it's over by Christmas, man.
I'm not a
At least,
conspiracy theorist, but I'm.
Right.
Is that what the Pentagon tell you?
That's what the Pentagon said. They said November. I was like, man, come on, man.
Hey, so y'all sending y'all's kids to school or what? What are y'all gonna do?
They can't start till September. Yeah, we'll send them out.
You gonna send them out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You sending yours out?
It's a good time to hold kids back.
You sending yours out to school?
It's a good time to hold kids back right
It
now.
doesn't matter. Are they going to school?
No, I'm homeschooling from
Okay.
now on. Khan Academy.
I don't know what my grandkids are doing. I know my daughters are ready for them to go back to school. They've been tired of them being at home and eating everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially my my oldest daughter, Brittany. Man, she's got monster kids. They play football, and they eat her out of house and home.
Oh yeah. I never realized. We talked about that. I never realized how much my kids eat until they started staying at home. I
Yeah,
was
so
like,
they're at home all the time,
like,
right?
man, you eating a lot.
Yeah,
like
right,
shit, stop
right.
eating. Always hungry.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like the other day, right? I did a whole day with what do you do? Like with Jalen, right? Now that he's out of school.
Mm-hmm.
He woke up, ate breakfast. I think we ran a little bit outside. We hit. I'm like, damn, it's barely 9. All right, what do we do? All right. Can I play some video games? Yeah, sure. Play some MLB The Show. Like 20 minutes go by. Man, get off the damn PS4. It's been like 2 hours. He's like, Dad, it's like 30 minutes. I'm like, Damn, it's not even 10, man. The price is right. They ain't even come on yet. I'm like, man, it's a long day. So I could just imagine, man.
Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting who goes to school and who doesn't, because I think that's also being afforded to the high school people as well, right? If you want to go to school or virtual schooling,
Man,
that's going to be tough, man. I mean, I just don't see football playing, but that's just me. You're too close, no social distancing. What are you going to do? You're going to have linemen 6 feet apart? Defensive
The
guys 6
thing
feet
I don't
apart?
get is like,
Man, Johnson Abbott came out today and said districts
Yeah,
could do
do
whatever
whatever.
they want. My wife's in Humble, and they start work on Monday.
what I don't get is like
So-
they don't want them to go to school, right? But then they're fucking not the freaking kids. The freaking kids
damn,
are,
Julio.
are at
Hot
daycare.
take.
They're doing the same thing at
Hot
day.
take.
They're doing the same thing at daycare.
What's that?
All the kids,
What do you mean?
like, they can't go to school because of the social interacting.
Right.
So what are they doing at daycare? They're sending them to daycare.
Yeah.
What if both parents work?
Hmm.
Same thing, isn't it?
I guess. I don't know.
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
Man,
It's tough for the people the parents that work. Both parents work.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man.
Humble ISD starting online only.
Is that what they're doing?
So Pasadena's doing the first month online only, and then they'll open it up. So
That's
they're
gotta
going to
put-
see how it goes, and then from September on, they'll go to school.
That's gotta put more stress on like teachers, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we have that my wife's a teacher, so we have that conversation all the time. She teaches little kids. And so the problem with teaching with little kids is every single year the parents send their kids to school sick as hell for the babysitter type thing. I mean, let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, and so you have a lot of people that get sick off of that.
Man, that
And
sucks.
so everybody's talking about the kids and this and that. Nobody's talking about the teachers. You know.
Man, teachers
All you
need a
take is
raise,
one
man.
kid. All you need is one teacher to get sick and die of COVID. And it's gonna happen. I mean, you know, unfortunately it's gonna
They're
happen.
gonna make everybody get a vaccine, huh?
Man, but you got coaches, you got teachers, you got office personnel, you got the people who clean up, you know, you have all that stuff, man. And so you're having all these factors that you're hoping everybody's quarantining for lack of a better term. But man, we don't really know, bro. You don't really know.
And not all of them are healthy, you know. A lot of them got underlying health conditions, all
Yeah.
that stuff, man.
Dude, it seems like, man, if you have an underlying health, man, you get COVID, see you.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty tough. I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, man, because it's right around the corner.
Yep.
It's right around the corner. I know we've had discussions like that in my house, and so it's just, I mean, you know, like somebody put on here, it changes daily. Man, you're not lying about that, dude. You're not. You know, my wife gets emails every single day, and it's always something different.
Go to the CDC website. It changes daily.
Yeah. You know, they just, man, it's tough, man. But I don't think football's gonna be played. That's just me.
Apparently, hiccups are now a symptom of COVID.
Chris Rock had a thing a long time ago in his comedy stretch about he was staying up late at night and watching commercials. Do you have this? Do you have that?
Yeah.
You saw that?
Do you have mesothelioma?
Yeah. I mean, dude, everything. I mean, if you cough, dude, I coughed the other day. Dude, everybody looked at me like I was just like, I don't even know. I mean, I could have. I mean,
Like Uncle Steve, man.
dude, I mean.
He's sick.
I wasn't sick, man. What happened? I was drinking a Coke and I saw something that was funny. I started choking. Everybody's looking at me like, "Oh man, he's got COVID." And I'm like, "Dude, chill on the COVID, bro. Can you be sick? Can you be regular sick anymore? Can you just like have a cold?"
I never had any. I haven't heard anybody having the flu or anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Or
it's
nobody
either
having
COVID or nothing.
COVID
You're
or
all
nothing.
in, right? You're all in.
Allergy.
You're all in on the river.
Man, you got that nose is itching, those eyes are bloodshot. Like, oh man, you got
He's
COVID.
got the COVID. Yeah. Stay away from him.
Get away from him. Everybody looking at
You
you.
show symptoms, stay home for 2 weeks.
Shoot, man.
Man, ain't
Try
nobody-
telling the select baseball parents to stay home for 2 weeks. They ain't
Nah.
happening. Hey, there was no social distancing at the elite.
None. It was open season, man.
Florida was one of the worst states, right?
Yeah.
Hey, and while we were there, it was bad, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's just you know, it's just one of those things. But I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. I think, you know, football's not going to happen. Basketball, you know, and all this stuff about playing football in the spring. I mean, I don't know all of that. I don't know about all that. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Basketball playing?
I think basketball playing just because it's going to start later. They'll have possibly. I think basketball is easier to play because it's indoors.
Yeah. But you know what? You bring up a good point. So the NBA is doing a real good job.
That's what I was going to.
Yeah.
They're doing baseball, not so much.
Everybody's getting popped left and right.
Shit. Baseball, man. Yeah.
Does the season get shut down? Steve, what do you think?
I don't think it is, but here's my deal, bro. So now we're playing 7-inning double hitters. Dude, that's just messing up the game, man. If we're gonna do that, I mean, just cancel the season, bro.
But Miami hasn't played yet.
They haven't played yet.
They played like their first series, and then
What about the Phillies? I don't think the Phillies are the same way.
Yeah.
So now they're talking about it's okay if you play 48, 50 games. No, it's not.
I just saw a report though that said TV networks told or teams told TV networks to plan on showing something else on their programs because
They're gonna stop it.
maybe within the next week or so. So we'll see.
That sucks, man.
Well, my thing is this. Now we're going to 7-inning games, and I saw somebody put on Facebook, are we going to run for the catcher 2 outs now? I mean, we're changing the game that much.
Courtesy runner.
Can we have an extra hitter?
Courtesy runner. That'd be funny, dude.
Well,
Hey,
no,
it's
I mean,
mandatory with 2 outs.
I mean, I'm just serious.
Yeah, mandatory. Whoever.
I mean, they're serious. I mean, I saw that, and I'm like, dude. Okay, so it's 1-9 and then 1-7,
Well,
or what is it on the doubleheader?
I think if they're going to play the doubleheaders, it's 2-7 games.
Yeah.
2-7.
2-7
Oh
Yeah.
nah, just play 2 9s. What I mean, hell, there's nobody in the stands. I mean, what difference does it make?
Yeah.
Drop dead after 9.
Yeah. Hey, where are you going, man? The clubs are closed. All you got is baseball.
Oh man, I don't know.
But
dude.
are they taking a break or they're playing them back to back?
I'm sure they're gonna play. I'm sure they're gonna take a 30-minute break. Because back in the day when I was younger, they had doubleheaders. I mean, they would play, and then it was probably like maybe an hour afterwards. Then the second game would play, and so I think something's gonna be like that. I'm not sure, but
How do y'all like the runner on second and extra innings?
I like it, but nobody bunted.
Right, yeah.
I don't hate it.
Hey, man, how can you put a runner on second and still play 13 innings?
I know, dude.
Yeah, I mean, come
I was
on,
there
bro.
like, oh, Dodgers about to. Oh, here we go, Astros. Oh.
Can't somebody get a hit and score a guy?
Yeah, dude. I seriously, when they got to the top of 13th, I was like, man, this game gonna go like 18 innings. I was like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, damn, it's about to be 12. This is not looking good. At that point, I don't even care who wins. I'm just like, man, get the game on done with,
Yeah, my friend calls me up. Man, he's pissed off. Man, Astros aren't bunting. I said, I wasn't watching the game. Right, I wasn't watching it. I said, hey,
Should have bunted.
I said, are the Dodgers bunting? Man, that's not the point. I said, bro, it is the point. I'm like, you're gonna call me bitching about the Astros not bunting, then I ask you if the Dodgers are bunting. You're like, it's not the point. So I don't know, dude. I mean, I like it. I mean,
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool.
especially right now with this 60 game thing. I mean, you can experiment with stuff.
Do maybe start with quick counts or something like that.
I don't know.
Count 1 and 1.
Hey,
Yeah.
So
That'd be cool.
bad.
I'd do that on MLB The Show.
does the champion get an
Speed up the
asterisk?
game.
Does the champion get an asterisk for this season?
No. I
Playing
think
60 games?
I think it's actually harder now.
Yeah.
Think so?
If it's the Astros,
Yeah.
everybody will claim it should.
Yeah. If we win it, it's asterisk for sure. But everybody else, what an accomplishment. Yeah. It was a
All the
short
things
yeah,
they
short
went through.
season, COVID,
Yeah,
through,
COVID, all the-
ESPN will have a 30 for 30. If it's the Astros, we'll have a 30 for 30 for cheating. Like these
Yeah.
guys lost to Cora
Yeah.
18 and then lost Game 7 of World Series. Man, we'll
Listen,
never
yeah.
hear it, dude. We're screwed.
All right, so what do you think about the fact that a pitcher will get a loss with the runner on second, right? Extra innings. So it's not an earned run, right? If that guy
Yeah,
scores.
but they still get the loss,
But
right?
he still gets the loss. It's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
No.
What do you think about it? It
I
should
like
be a
that.
team loss, but it shouldn't necessarily be a pitcher loss to me.
Yeah.
Okay. If you
That's
look at it
tough
that way.
too because if you're trying to play for a contract and you're 0-4, but yeah, I mean, it's tough, but
Yeah. No, I agree with that. It's
they're
just,
professionals though. So
It was like I was watching the
I'm with you on that.
the Marlins
Keith Hart.
and Phillies. I think it was like Tuesday, and they were starting this rookie pitcher. He ended up getting like 4 runs in the first inning.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to what you said, had they took that stat, his ERA is a 54. Could you imagine that? That guy's cooked. He's done.
Oh, yeah.
He ain't getting no
He'll
job
never
no more.
play again.
Yeah, he'll never play again.
He's got to go over for the whole year.
Imagine trying to pick
And
up
it
a
was the
select.
Astros' fault.
Imagine trying to pick up a select team like that. Like, hey, I used to play professionally, and then you gonna have one of the dads get mad at you, say, "Man, your ERA was a 54. You ain't teaching my kids shit." Right. This boo boo.
Oh, and that would actually happen. you know, would. But yeah, hey, any tournaments this weekend other than how many teams are in this week's tournament? Do you know, Julio?
BOD?
Yeah, BOD. I know you're playing at BOD or
Yeah, BOD. I think there's like 5 and a 12U, and then there's like 7 and a 9U. That's it.
What are you playing? You playing PG or U-Trip?
No, U-Trip.
Okay. I thought we were gonna have the U-Trip guy on.
When?
I don't know.
No.
Weren't you talking to him?
So I think, yeah.
Got a screenshot of it, but yeah.
All right. Well, we're having set it up.
Spencer
Awkward
Smith.
silence.
At it again.
Spencer Smith, yeah. No.
Yo,
Hey, man, how can we get this far into a podcast and just now mention
Forget.
Spencer Smith for the first time?
Or
Nah, man,
or
'cause we're
or
not trying to
forget-
mention him.
Or forget about the dude going in there trying to do donuts on the
Yeah,
floor.
what happened there, dude? I
Dude.
saw a
How did we
still
forget
shot.
about that? I don't know.
What happened?
I guess somebody was. Look, I don't know the story. I can
Is that
just
Baseball
speculate.
USA, right?
I
Yes.
can just speculate.
Yes.
I was at Baseball USA Monday evening. I did see the tire mark.
How bad was it?
Look,
They filled it in
again,
with sand, right?
yeah, this is me. When I hear somebody or I see a truck,
They'll be
like
tearing
the
that-
screenshots, I was like, man, this dude was ripping it. But when you see the video, the guy's just like,
Oh, it's like he's dragging the field.
yeah, and then he just drove out. I'm like, what? Like,
It's like someone like
Come
accidentally
on,
went in
man.
there and like, oh shit.
yeah, like, oh crap, wrong
the
field. That's
field.
why I wrote that. I was like, man, it could have been like a field crew mistake, whatever.
They could have done.
And-
They could have done a lot worse. If they
Yeah,
wanted to.
dude.
You think they got
especially-
spoofed or something? They got scared off or something?
Who
They were
knows,
like,
man.
oh crap, we forgot to take off the license plates. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell you that.
The guy told me to take a left at the first fence.
No.
Hey, but how'd they get in there though? I thought that place was locked up.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
mean-
because that field is all the way to the back. Like,
Hey,
All
the
the way to
big
the-
deal is, did he pay his entrance fee? $10.
yeah, gate fee.
I paid one
Gate
yesterday.
fee.
The last couple of
Some
days.
say it was an
$5.
out of towner from
For
pissed
real?
off, I guess.
Yeah, somebody says out of towner. Some people say Dave
Yeah,
Snyder.
Dave Snyder.
It
some
was
people-
Dave Snyder, really?
I think he has the same truck.
Does he really?
Yeah, it was a Dodge Ram. People were calling him out.
Hey, somebody asked Junior, hey, was that you? Nah, man, we don't drive Dodges.
Yeah, I was like, we don't drive Dodge, bro.
We're still waiting for Nicole Cook on the investigation.
Yeah, well,
No,
we
she was
still-
on it.
No, she was on it.
She was on it, man.
But like,
Yeah,
yeah,
she put the video up and all
she
that.
put the
Yeah.
video and everything. She, nice detailed breakdown. Like, pretty good.
Yeah.
Screenshots.
Does Nicole work? I don't know.
I don't think so, dude.
Okay.
Every time I'm on
I don't know who's
Facebook, she's on.
I don't know who's on Facebook more, Nicole or Junior.
Yeah, you're right,
I'm
man.
tr- I'm-
You're right. Hey, have you ever seen them together? No, they may be the same.
Both of them were
I'm
like-
checking my emails. Like, I'm working.
Like every time I get a friend request, as soon as I see juniors on the friend list, well, okay, I'll approve.
You're like,
When you see them on the mutual friend list, nope.
I said I'll approve.
Delete.
Oh, man.
Delete.
Man, they're on it.
hey,
man.
real quick, let me just say it out there. If you're trying to get into the group, if you don't like agree to the rules, we're not letting you in.
Okay.
That's it. 'Cause read the rules. Don't ask me why the post deleted. Read the rules. It's not that hard.
We'll have to go
It's been busy on that page this week.
for what? Man, a lot of trials being
A
posted.
lot of tryouts.
Yep.
Little tournaments kind of try to sneak in there every now and then.
The funniest one was today in our group text.
There's some political ones today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
somebody
got to go.
reported it. I deleted them.
Yeah, that's got to go. We're not trying to do all that. We're just trying to talk about select baseball. We'll talk about the politics of select baseball, but not not all that other
I
stuff.
snuck in some conference call or whatever.
Oh, did they really?
That's a conspiracy.
Man.
I don't know what it was, but
Hey,
I wish it was me.
also all the burner accounts that were created like 2 days ago. You're not getting it.
dude, there was like
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
there was like an influx of
Really?
burner accounts on Monday.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
a lot of them.
Look, I've said it again. I'll say it again.
If you joined Facebook 30 minutes ago and you're trying to freaking get in the group and that's the only group you're in, you're not getting in.
And he has 0 friends.
Hey,
Zero friends.
Reed Thomas Johnson's.
Yeah, that's true, Thomas. A lot of new pages coming up.
The only thing busier than the Houston page is the number of people starting their
Oh
own
yeah,
page.
why, Junior got. I think we all got blocked from the North Texas page.
Yeah,
that
but we're
Monday,
back
right?
in. We're back
me
in.
And, me and you,
We're back
Steve.
in?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
back in. I'm back
still
in.
I'm back in.
Yeah.
Junior's still out.
Junior.
Oh, speaking of being blocked, Junior, you back in, or can you only just message still?
Hold on. Hold on.
Junior was in
Uh-oh.
Facebook jail on Wednesday,
Yeah,
right?
Facebook.
Yeah, I was
man.
on Facebook jail, man.
Yeah, he looked like that guy from the Monopoly game.
I'm sorry, man.
Needed to get out of jail free card.
I put money on your books though.
North
Pay back.
Texas. Okay, hold on. I'm about to,
Hey man, how much is ramen? How much is ramen noodles now
hey, well,
in the big
look,
house?
I'm still blocked, but I'm gonna join North Texas Soccer versus the world, and North Texas Volleyball versus the world. I'm gonna post on there.
Oh,
Hey, time for a burner account, dude.
No.
Hey, so that
No.
blue Larry House got pissed off because I deleted one of his messages or one of his posts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that dude was trolling Astro fans all day, dude. I just got tired of him. I said,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
get out of here.
What is Costco Stadium? Nobody cares.
What's up with the Rangers? What's the record right now with the Rangers?
Dude,
Man, who knows?
Who knows, right?
Nobody cares. Not they don't even care in Dallas about that. They're waiting for the Cowboys.
They're waiting for the Astros to fuck up or something.
Yeah,
I think they watch the Astros more than the Rangers. just to
I
see
believe
if
that too. I definitely believe that too. So, it is what it is.
They're 2-3 right now.
They're 2-3.
Dang, the Angels 2-5. What?
No wonder we're whooping their ass.
Junior, they still think you're Spencer. Or what's his new name? Lance Spencer or whatever.
Who's that?
That's not me, man. I'm telling y'all.
What
I
we
already
talking
showed
about?
y'all my cell phone. We already talked about them.
Oh, we cleared that up. Yeah, we did clear that up.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, what's up, Patricia? So we're gonna talk about the free agent Nate. So, free agents. Any free agents? Put yourself in the comments. Write your experience. What team you play for? Positions you play for?
How many rings you got?
How many rings you got?
Hey, Tucker's having a good game today.
Tucker's
Is he?
having a good-
That's what he says. He got a single and stole second.
It's about time. We've only been waiting 5 years for that.
Well, hey, the time we don't watch it, we're watching the Rockets.
Are-
Hey, we got to
the
sacrifice
Rockets
one.
winning?
No,
Rockets
we're
are
losing
losing.
by 10. So we got to sacrifice one. Which one should we sacrifice, Kevin? The Astros or the Rockets tonight?
Astros for sure.
Astros for sure. All right. So, that means we have to switch the game. That means we can't watch
Look
the
like
Rockets.
Trash, man.
75-85 at
Dude,
halftime.
this is the highest scoring game this season. Man.
What is it?
It's
85-75
85-75.
at halftime?
Halftime.
What? 85-75?
Yeah, at halftime.
That's
Jesus
no defense.
Christ, dude, no defense.
Trey Burke hit
Is this the
5
All-Star
threes.
game?
Oh, no kidding, right? The All-Star game.
Shit.
Oh, man. Hey, just to let everybody know that ZT Baseball will be hosting tryouts in August for the ZT Houston teams and also for the 10U and 11U ZT USA Future teams. So if you want to play at USA Future, we got the invite. We'll be having tryouts for those teams in August.
So the
And
ZT's growing, man, huh?
Yeah, we'll
The
see.
ZT's growing big,
Yeah, Hey, you know what? Let me get the information right. Then I'll talk about it. But yeah, so we're gonna be having those tryouts, Joe. So maybe you can go out there, man. You can coach.
Yeah.
We go to
Oh,
USA
man.
Futures together
There you go.
out
Hey,
there
there's
in Carolina,
and there's
North
like
Carolina.
300 other tryouts on the page, so scroll up. Right.
Is there enough parks for all these tryouts?
Also, hey man, forget the tryouts you're talking about. Baby Sharks 3U.
Oh.
We're putting it together, baby. Baby Sharks 3U. If you want to see Uncle Steve coach pitch, this is your chance.
he
right
coaching?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm pitching.
Is he coaching
Uncle
from the? Is he
Steve.
coaching from the knee or?
I don't know, Uncle. Are you doing the whole knee thing, or are you gonna stand up?
Man, I'm a machine gun their little ass. Man. They better be ready to play.
Or
They're
are
all
you gonna-
swinging drop threes, right?
Hey,
They better be ready.
Or is Uncle Steve gonna show up with the little gun? You see the little gun with the ball?
Yeah, I remember that.
He gonna shoot it at the kid.
Hey, they better be ready.
Get the wing. Get the wing
Did
ready.
somebody
man.
show up with that last year?
They better be ready. And so how's that team looking?
Man, we're looking good right now. We got players from all across the state. You know, we're gonna be a nationally ranked team.
Hey, do the coaches have to have like baseball pants and all that? No.
I'm not
Full
sure.
Full
I
uniform.
mean,
Full uniform.
ask Uncle Steve. He's
No,
the
I
head
ain't
coach.
doing all that. I am. I thought it was. Who? I thought it was you.
No. I'm not the head coach.
Oh, okay.
I'm just the guy putting it together for you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, y'all got team pacifiers?
Yeah. Well, look, mate. Look, let's do this. If John, if you have a winning record this weekend, you'll coach the Baby Sharks 3U team.
Done.
You got it. He got it.
dude. Done.
So, well,
Hey, they better be ready for some tough ass coaching though, because I'm not gonna let up on them just because they're 3 years old. Come on,
Nor
I'm trying to
should
prepare
you.
you for the real world.
Neurosurgery. Yeah.
hey, but I'm
with
telling
you
you
on
that
one.
3U should be fun, man.
Yeah, should be. Hopefully it is. I don't know. We'll see what's up, man.
Yeah,
So,
but-
John, what else are you doing this weekend, man? Before we wrap it up,
Man, that's it, man.
coming out of retirement.
Yeah, coming out of retirement a little bit. I've been working nights at the chemical plant. Finally got a few days off. And going to go out there and try to do it, man. Try to do my first base thing. And I was almost kind of a legend at first base, actually, But I got you. If you're at second base, I got you on the lead, man. I'm not going to let you get picked off.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because I was watching the game yesterday, and the first base coach was wearing a bucket hat.
I'm thinking about wearing mine tomorrow, but I'm not sure. I don't have any 12 gear, so I got to wear my own stuff.
Okay, so it's a ZT game against Premier. Premier coach is right there in first base, bucket hat. Son of second base guy. Man, I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. What do you think happened?
That's the curse of death.
You got him picked off.
Yep, got him picked up, man. One more. Get you one. Get you one. Back.
Okay, actually,
You good? You good?
he would have got picked off and they would have made the throw right, but he was dead, dude. And I started laughing. I was like, I thought you said you had him. I mean, I'm talking like.
Hey, do the kids at like the kids nowadays, do they sit there at that age and like from second base, try to distract the pitcher? Or
No, you haven't.
Okay,
You haven't been to.
Okay, good.
You haven't been to a game over 12 years.
I mean,
Hey,
no,
so-
I'm talking about if you see a coach with a bucket hat, you would at least expect his players to be slapping, right?
Yeah, you wearing a bucket hat tomorrow? You wearing a bucket hat
Man,
tomorrow?
I've got
Ooh.
I don't have any 12 gear. I don't have any 12 gear, right? So I went to my T-shirt shop. I got me a light gray dry fit. I got me a maroon dry fit. So I'm going, I'm going blank shirt tomorrow because I don't really have any 12 gear. I don't really have a 12 hat. So I think I'm gonna have to go bucket, man. I got.
Okay, so they're not going to give you a hat?
Well, the dome is a little thin on the hair, man. I gotta.
They should at least give you a hat and a shirt.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm showing up with, So I'm
pickup
gonna be
coach.
prepared. Look, I'm not gonna come in.
Hey, you know what?
I'm
You
not
know-
gonna- hey,
It sound-
Uncle
it sound-
Steve.
It
Uncle
sounds like
Steve.
it sounds more like a coach tryout.
Listen, yeah, you're trying out for the 12.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm not gonna show up in tennis shoes and blue jeans. Okay.
Hey, you know what? Just wear your championship WWBA ring. You're good to go.
Okay. All right, Steve. I'm gonna do that.
I'll be
tomorrow.
like this. Okay, guys.
Hey.
Y'all seen this?
do that tomorrow.
Some of y'all
This
never
ring,
ever
man.
going to see this.
I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Nah, I
For real.
just wear the ring. Like,
Yeah.
Like you told him on
Yeah.
Friday Night Lights, get you one of these.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let me ask you, man, because this was always when I coached first. I always kind of took some pride in being able to help out the guy at second, right? Get his lead, know where where the position of the middle infield guys were. So how do you feel about it? Do you think it's bush league?
To
Do you
what?
think it's kind of chicken shit or should the guy at second just kind of be on his own, or do you think it's okay for a coach to help him out with his lead and tell him where guys are at?
I mean, they do it in the pros, so I mean, I don't see what the
Yeah.
what the deal is.
Yeah.
I mean, steal signs while you're at it. I mean,
Yeah. Hey, I'm always trying to get the inside of the coach's box so I can kind of get a peek in.
Yeah,
Catch it,
I
you know what I'm
mean,
saying?
that's up to the catcher, man. That's up to the other team to figure that out.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you
Yeah.
leave it wide open, man. I
You're
mean, I'm
gonna
not
hit-
using a center field camera or anything. But
Hey,
Yeah,
you're gonna hear John tomorrow. Here comes the curveball.
hey, man, let me tell you something. I'm so legitimately scared that I'm going to call the wrong pitch, right? Like, I'm guessing. I think
Hey,
I
you
got
probably
the-
will.
You
You
know
probably
what I'm saying?
will.
And I'm going to fuck the kid up more than
Nah, dude.
than help him.
Get it done. Take the ring out there and just show them.
I'm going to take it, dude.
And then, of course, you're gonna have a dad out there. Oh, so John, what have you been doing? Who you been coaching?
hey, you know what that dad's going to do? When I put it out there like that, he's going to try to hit him. I'm like, bro, don't hit it. Just look at
Don't
it.
hit. Just look at it. Just look at it. Y'all probably never gonna win one. That's what you need to go out there. You need to go out there with some swag. Too. I'm telling you, man. Because if you don't,
let me tell you what I do have. This is no shit. It's been sitting in my
oh,
closet
you know what?
for
12.
years.
I think did 12 win the WWE? I'm not too sure.
I don't know.
They
12
did.
does have a good organization.
Yeah, no, they
though.
do. I'm just.
I do have the championship shirt they gave us at the World Wood Bat Championship that year,
Okay.
2004. Yeah, it's in my closet. I've kept it everywhere I've moved. I kept that shirt with me. That and the hat that I wore when we won that tournament.
Well, okay, nice. So they're like in the John Reese Hall of Fame or at your house?
Well, they're up there with my other 500 hats. but this one has it written under the bill, right? 2004 WWBA Championship. So I'll always know that was the hat that I wore that tournament. So it was
man.
cool.
Hey, quick shout out to Darwinson Hernandez and Carlos Sanabria. Sanabria's just got called up from the Astros. He's a ZT guy, and Hernandez was He's with the Red Sox, so they're all at the major league level. So
Nice.
So good job to those guys. Congratulations to those
Congrats,
guys. Even if
congrats.
it's 60, 40, 50, whatever roster it is, I mean, you still got to get there.
Yeah.
And so good job to those guys. So Kevin, what are you doing this weekend, man? You're here today because you're gonna have a podcast, right?
Yeah.
Talk to us about your podcast.
I'm looking to create my own podcast. Just create content, but more than anything, just have real conversations with people. Listen to their stories. As I've gotten older, you get more mature. You find value in people's stories. You find value in their experiences. You find value in their journeys. So I want to try and start off small. I know a lot of people. They own businesses. Nurses, doctors. Just real people out here.
Okay.
Real people that real people could listen to.
You can interview Junior.
Yeah.
Maybe
I got some crazy stories.
That'll be
maybe
a good episode.
But I also want to do that and also start my own sports podcast, just with my buddies. But that's my real passion, sports. I know sports. I feel like and I feel like I can have good quality conversations about sports, football, basketball, baseball, things like that. But I appreciate y'all for having me on today. Good little practice run for me. Trying to see how it goes and stuff. But
Hey, unfortunately, Kevin is a Cowboy fan. Yeah,
love
I
the
know.
Cowboys,
Ain't nothing wrong
baby.
with that.
No, there's a lot of shit wrong with
Whoa.
that.
Take that. Just go ahead and put them
Love
on
the
on Wednesday with
Hey,
the check
shut down Mike 1. Shut down Mike
We
1.
got the Raiders.
Hey, I got the Raiders,
Yeah.
man. Shoot.
I see
baby.
those Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, man. Shoot, I better watch
Man.
out.
Yeah,
We're
but-
not gonna go to Super Bowl, but we're gonna be all right.
This year, I coached. This previous year, I coached wide receivers at Pasadena High School varsity. Got an opportunity to coach. Don't know how the season's gonna go, honestly, but I'm looking to get that journey started, especially with football, man. I'm real passionate about that. Real passionate about teaching kids the real inside and outs of the game,
So-
developing them for their communities,
Tell
stuff
us
like that.
and talk to us about, arguably one of the biggest games in probably the state of Texas, the Pride Bowl, Sam Rayburn versus Pasadena.
Man.
What are you expecting this year?
For two teams that are
Pasadena
0-9,
Bowl.
they sold out veteran Memorial Stadium, man.
For
Who
real?
would have thought North Shore's playing Katy in that?
Damn.
Really?
And
I'm telling you, bro.
and
That's the only game that matters.
And I'm not even lying. I went to Dobie High School, so I mean, when we play Memorial, it's pretty big, but I'm not even gonna lie. Pasadena versus Rayburn was bigger than Dobie versus Memorial. Man, that was
telling you, man.
real rivalry.
Really?
Real rivalry.
Tell you what, man, I called and asked them what time the game was, and they said, "What time can you be there?"
Man.
I mean, they were just going to start it when I got there, man. There wasn't going to be a whole lot of people, man.
Man, look,
That's big, though.
there's a story when I was a freshman, the seniors. So the tradition is they get a piñata of like
What?
a piñata of like a
What?
I don't
Piñata.
know. Piñata.
Man, say it right,
Come
dude.
on,
Come
bro.
on, bro.
I got
Put that little
seed- I got
squiggly-
seeds
put that-
on.
hey, put that squiggly above the end.
They have a piñata of an
Thank
eagle,
you.
right?
Thank you.
There you go.
And then they have a piñata of the burned baldy. So they burn it. They have like pep rallies and they burn each other. Well, apparently some kids from Rayburn broke into Pasadena and stole
The piñata.
the piñata. They Sam, right, our mascot. They stole him back, and in the process, one of our good friends. I think it was Pete. Rest in peace, man. He lost his finger trying to break out, and they caught him. They caught. It was 3 of them, and one of them. You know who knows this story? My boy Cody Lanham, man. So if Cody's watching, just to tell me who it is. It was a baseball player too. It might have been Cody, man. it might have been Cody, but somebody got popped, and then I'm telling you, man, he's right. Them teams can go 0-8, bro. But that Pride Bowl, I'm telling you, for the title of Pasadena, the Kings of Pasadena, I mean, you got everybody from the grandmas to the grandpas to the paleteros to the taco guys, taco trucks. I mean, it is crazy, bro. I'm telling you, he ain't lying. And it gets full, like,
It does.
like you're like, damn. Memorial Stadium's what, like maybe
Oh,
5
it's
miles from
big,
here.
yeah,
You can hear it from here. You know,
Really?
yes. Well, last year we were like, man, what is that? What's going on? Freaking Texas game? What's going on? It's the Pride Bowl. I forgot about it. I haven't been to my high school game since I graduated.
The Pride Bowl.
I'm
really?
telling you, baby.
If you ever go to like one of the bigger high schools homecoming games, they got the the powder out. They got kids painting faces.
Yeah.
We don't have that on a regular game, but Pasadena versus Rayburn, man, that's the real game.
And look, and I think last year's game was, what was the score, like 6-3 or something like that?
No, it was I can't even tell you the score, but we won. But
Yeah, a couple.
it was close though. It was real close.
Because a couple years ago, one of my buddies was like, "Yeah, man, it was last minute field goal." So I'm thinking, man, even if the schools are 0-8, you figure there'd be a high scoring game between them. So I was like, man, what was the score? 6-3, baby. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? 6-3. He goes, and it wasn't 2 field goals. They missed the extra point. I'm like, oh my.
Who
God.
won?
I think Pasadena won that one.
We scored a few times last year. They were driving with they were in the red zone, I believe, and they were driving. They had the ball last possession of the game, but our defense ended up stopping.
Because I'll say it whenever.
I still can't believe they sold out Memorial Stadium, dude.
It's
Seriously.
every year, bro.
I mean, really, that's hard for me to believe.
Yeah.
No.
We got to do something with the check down, call it the shit bowl or something like that, and then just go and cover the game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
because
man.
it's big. He ain't lying. Kevin's not lying, bro.
Okay.
Sold out. People park at Fitness Connection across the street because the parking lot can't hold. I'm telling you, John's looking at me like,
Golly.
nah.
I know my daughters went to Rayburn, man. They didn't win a single game, I don't think, while the 4 years my daughters were there. But anyway. God. I mean, I know it's a huge game. There's no doubt about it. It's a huge game.
It's awesome.
I'm starting off my coaching career there. My guy, Coach Torres at Dobie Baseball, he got me a job there. So
Nice.
Try and work my way through. I want to be a head coach one day. That's my dream. So
Awesome.
Yeah, keep working.
You played football?
yeah,
at, Dobie?
I played quarterback at Dobie, and
nice.
I played some D3 football in Ohio. I played for some really good coaches out there, man. I think I played in one of the best Division III divisions in the nation. They have we have Mount Union in our division. Really good team, quality football, real coaches out there. And out there and up in the north is different. Like if you don't go D1, you pretty much play D3. A lot, man. It's quality football out there, and the coaches I played for, one's a head coach at D2 now, one's a wide receiver coach, Western Michigan. So there's real football out there, and definitely for kids who don't think that if it's not D1 or anything like that, man, you learn a lot. I've learned so much. I mean, I've got a lot of my bases, a lot of my football knowledge from going to play. So, definitely kids keep their options open, and if you want to play and if you're good enough, they'll find you.
Hey, they had the national championship here, right?
Yes.
The D3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was at what, in the Woodlands?
In the wood, somewhere up there.
Yeah, it was somewhere up there. Yeah, because I wanted to go see Mount Union, but they didn't. I don't think they made it.
They didn't
last
make it.
year.
No,
Yeah,
they didn't make it.
yeah.
But
One of the few times.
Mary Hardin Baylor, who
Yeah, that's
up
right.
there, man.
Yeah.
They got some real football players. So.
Damn.
Have you coached any youth football, though? Like youth organizations or anything?
No, I've never coached youth. I've helped out with youth, but
Different ball game.
Yeah, I like to focus on developing older kids who, a lot of coaches, may know a lot, but it takes a special person to translate a game to get a kid to understand how to play, why they're playing, and coach, especially high school coaches. I mean, some of them never played football, which is nothing wrong with it, but if your expectation for kids is for them to be great, and you're not giving them the tools and the knowledge and stuff like that, then they're going to ultimately come up short they're going to come up short, but your expectations are just, it's hard. It's hard, but you have to really understand the game, man, and you have to go through it.
Yeah.
Hey, and being at Pasadena, well, you're going through it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, great people, man. Great people. It's just there's a lot more to it than meets the eye.
Yeah.
And when you're dealing with kids, especially adolescent kids, young kids, the brain is taking in things at a high speed. So you got to make things important for kids, and especially in their learning, things like that, to develop them how you want them to be, and
Do good. Yeah.
it's just you have to be able to translate the game.
Having said all that, you're gonna translate some field passes for us for what's it called? What kind of bowl?
Pride Bowl.
The Pride. Is it really
Bowl.
called the Pride Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Pasadena Pride Bowl.
They
the
give
two
you a trophy
power-
and everything.
Yeah, big old trophy.
Big old trophy.
It's like the I'm telling you, and they put the high school when they win, and they pass it
Oh,
around.
man, it's
I'm
like the
not
golden.
lying.
It's like the golden boot and everything.
Hey,
right?
did you know about this, Julio?
Dude, I went to South Houston. I don't care about anything.
Where did Julio go? Soho?
Yeah.
Oh man, so we got a pretty good group here,
man.
right? So Dobie,
Rayburn.
Rayburn, Soho,
I
Milby,
went to Milby.
Milby, and St. Thomas, right?
Nice.
So
Man, that's
Yeah,
funny.
We got all-
We need to go to the Pride Bowl.
Dude.
You know what? I hope COVID passes so we can go to the Pride Bowl. We'll go
Go-
live on Wind Up TV.
Man, that'll be a very
Maybe-
competitive game.
Maybe
you
we
know?
can interview the coaches after.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
we
get
can-
us on the field. Get us on the field. That'd be cool.
Oh, I know the principal at Pasadena.
hey,
We'll get on the field.
press pass,
We'll get
man,
on
press
the-
pass.
Yeah, we'll get on the field. Yeah,
He knows the
I do.
principal.
I know the principal.
Also for
y'all
the
could go sit in the press
hey,
box.
also for the
And he-
baseball game. That's going to be a lot of strikeouts, low scoring affair.
Oh yeah, dude. That's
Yeah, that's funny.
That's a 0-0 extra innings. Maybe
Oh,
1-0.
man, that's funny, man. That's funny. Yeah, man. So, but thanks for showing up,
Yeah,
man. Thanks for
I
showing
appreciate
up.
y'all for having me, man.
Yeah, man.
For
Hope you
sure.
had your time in. We'll answer questions afterwards. John, thanks for showing up today, man.
Hey,
like I
man,
said,
thanks for having me.
he's supposed to drop every time.
Hey,
If
we're
you
not
buy some,
moving
he
weight.
stays.
By
We're
the way-
moving seeds.
By the way, I can attest these seeds are quality. They're better than
Thank you, bro.
Bigs and all that. And
Oh, man,
in the
appreciate
corner
you,
store.
appreciate you.
If you could just take some time, man, put some order in for it. These are some quality seeds. I can't even lie. This is my first time
Appreciate
trying
that.
them.
Appreciate that. Hey, I'm not just dropping.
You're still not
seeds,
taking
man.
them home. Leave them there.
Yeah. Dropping seeds and dropping knowledge.
Yeah, and there's beer salt. We have beer salt, black, cracked pepper,
Caribbean
Caribbean
jerk?
jerk,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah,
Cajun
that-
shit
that-
right here.
That
And we
Cajun-
got
that-
pounds.
That Cajun shit is legit.
Okay.
Legit.
That
Yeah.
Caribbean
Hot.
jerk got that nice little like spice to it. You know what I'm saying? This beer salt. This is the one you gotta have with
Yeah,
your
when you-
beer.
Yeah, you gotta drink a beer. with
Oh
that one. That
man,
was
this is great. This pepper one's amazing, John. So
Yeah,
just
the pepper
keep
one,
oh, try this, dude. Fire.
Junior, what are you
Fire.
doing this weekend, bro? Before we leave,
This weekend,
relaxing.
we're just relaxing, man. Just gonna
Relax time,
have
right?
have a couple meetings this weekend. Kick it with the fam. My brother-in-law just got a boat, so he's been having it for a couple months, and he's like, man, we gotta go sometime. So I finally said, man, this might be the weekend. So I might fish for the first time in a couple years. Hopefully it goes well, man. You know, but I think that's what I'm probably gonna do. Why, you know. There's no base. At least we're not playing right now. It's off season for the next couple weeks.
Winner of the Pride Bowl. What are you doing this weekend?
Man, I'm watching basketball.
That's
Yeah,
it.
And baseball. Actually, mine and my girl's 1-year anniversary is Saturday.
Oh, you're
tomorrow,
done. You're done.
Yeah.
You ain't doing
Yeah.
shit this
My,
weekend.
yeah, my whole
Hey, let me tell you
Saturday
something.
will be committed to that.
You're not doing any of that shit you talked about before. Okay. Y'all are going out to eat.
yeah.
And
Okay,
you're gonna have
so
some
I
wine.
lied. Yeah, my Saturday is committed to that.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Since you brought it up, so what do y'all going out to eat? What,
Yeah,
What do you what does a 1-year anniversary consist of, and during COVID-19 and being young?
Well, we can't go to the bars because the bars are closed. But I reserved us a table, a restaurant. We've been out to eat many times. You just have to wear a mask.
I can attest to that. I follow you on Instagram. I text him one time and said, "Bro, man, you're always out eating."
Yeah. We,
I like again.
we went to Lake Charles, man. It was nice.
Yeah, I saw that. I
Lake
saw
Charles,
that.
nice.
Y'all had the little cabana and all that stuff
Yeah,
over
man,
there.
it's right.
Oh,
Man,
damn. He's trying to be all romantic and shit.
On a teacher salary.
What?
Man, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So,
Hey, man, you sign up. You get deals. They'll send you some deals.
oh, okay.
They'll send you
All
some
right.
deals.
Where, did you
High
gamble out
roller.
there?
High roller.
Nah, just $100 on the roulette table. I mean, not roulette, on the craps table.
On the craps, okay.
But you just you get that little player's card that they give you, man. They'll send you rooms all the time.
Yeah, no, that's
hey,
true. That's true.
Player's card.
Hey, so
Hey.
did you get her a gift?
Yes.
Okay, so don't say what the gift is because
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
she's watching.
Is
Okay.
the 1-year anniversary wood? Couldn't remember on traditional.
So let me. That's funny. Hey, but listen, so let me ask you a question. So tomorrow, if your price value in the gift that you brought her is up here,
Yeah.
and you get something down here,
Yeah.
are you going to show your displeasure, or are you so much in love that you're going to be?
Yeah, man. Hey, look.
Cut his mic off. He's lying already.
No.
And I'd be disappointed. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. I tell my wife this all the time. Okay, so if I buy you a Louis Vuitton purse, right, and you get me A G-Shock, a G-Shock watch. I'm pissed. You give me a gift card to Academy, I'm pissed.
Yep.
If I get you a Louis, you better give me
She
something.
got a 1,200. You got a 100.
A lot of people probably would, but I'm definitely not, man. I can honestly say I don't take values in like gifts. Like I would appreciate it, but I ain't expecting nothing, man. You know, I really ain't. My parents, they give me stuff, but you know, I don't ever expect nothing from even my girl. I don't expect nothing from her. So
Okay,
you know,
I'm gonna ask you tomorrow if she don't get you anything, man. She give me shit. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm like, hey, you said it.
I'm really cool with just dinner, man. I really like food, and I really like restaurants. I really like experience. So that's cool with me.
Right now, your girlfriend's looking at the return policy, whatever she got you. Like, hey, he said he's good with all that. Well, hey, happy anniversary, man. So and to her as well. Julio, what are you doing this weekend, bro? You chilling or you're playing?
Yeah, we're playing at BOD, but it's early in the morning.
What time? 10?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock?
8 and 10.
And then what are you going to do
5
afterwards? How are the bees, man?
Dude,
You got stung, huh?
yeah, I got stung, dude.
Again?
That
was last week, right?
Yeah, that's Sunday.
Okay, nice.
They chased me away pretty good.
All right, well.
Beehives and chicken coops.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a couple more projects I'll be working on the weekend. So.
Okay, good. Good job, man. Good job. Well, I'm not going to be doing anything. I'm just going to be chilling, hanging out. Talking on the phone,
I'm gonna try to make it
texting.
to John's game, at least the first one.
He ain't gonna make it. He's not gonna make it.
I'm gonna try.
He's not gonna.
dude.
Don't even lie, dude.
It's on the podcast. It's on the podcast. You can rewind it.
He's
I'm
not gonna
try.
make it.
That's what I said. I'm gonna try to make it.
He's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. Well, anyway, so thanks everybody for showing up today, man.
Awesome show.
Thanks to all the viewers who are watching us. I see you, Thomas. I see you, Henry, Alicia, Zach. Burgos, good luck, Brand. I talked about you. I wish y'all well this week. Keith Hart, Aaron Beasley. Issa's watching too. Wow. Junior, can you get her a Louis? She wants a Louis.
Let's see what you started.
It's Louis or bust, man.
Yeah.
Louis or
Yeah.
bust.
Thanks for the cookies. Isa.
Didn't Korea get Daniela like 2
Yeah,
million?
like two. Yeah, she.
Yeah, but he's making like 6 million.
Yeah, but she
making.
She hanging around, man. She hanging around too much. But look, that's fine, man. I'm gonna hit up my boy Larry Rodriguez. I know he got it. He got it. Larry got it.
Larry from Channelview?
Yeah,
You
Larry-
talking about the guy dropping bombs in softball?
Yeah.
Man, I coached Larry, dude.
Yeah.
Yes,
you
sir.
really?
Yeah, his mom makes tamales, too. Huh?
So we were talking about Larry before we
Hey,
go.
Larry's,
I know we're trying
Larry's
to leave.
freaking stoked.
Yeah,
boy.
no.
Yeah.
Larry's a good guy.
Yeah.
But sells glasses. Now he's selling
Yep.
Yeezys.
Yep.
Tamales.
Yep.
The swing thing.
Yep.
I mean,
Jerseys. Yeah,
jerseys.
Yep.
Hopefully he can give me that Louis bag, man.
Yeah, he's got it all, man. You got the Chinese connection.
Hey, he had some Yeezys on. I text Judy. I said, "Hey, ask him what size. Bet they're fucking fake."
The Feezies.
Yeah.
I see Larry post videos of his softball games, man. He's like one swing Larry, right? They
Yeah.
throw him one pitch, it's out of the park.
And he doesn't-
and you don't have to
he
you don't have
pimps
to run
the
the
shit
bases.
out of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you don't
nobody's
have
gonna
to-
tell him anything. I mean, he's
Oh,
put
yeah.
together,
Yeah,
man. He's a
yoked,
good dude.
man. He's
Good
yeah.
dude.
Shout out,
Yeah,
my
Larry
boy.
was a good high school baseball
Yeah,
player
yeah,
too,
he
man.
was.
He was.
Yes, he was. So, man, so thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll be back on next Friday. Are we back next Friday? Or you going downtown?
No.
Oh, when are you going downtown? Speaking of anniversaries.
Yeah. 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 weeks. We're gonna have this conversation about gifts
That's fine.
in 2 weeks.
That's
I mean,
fine.
I'm just
Hey
letting
man,
you
just
know.
be ready when you get a dozen cookies.
That's cool.
When you get a michelada.
Michelada, dozen
Look,
cookies.
I'm gonna be real though.
No, you're not. No, you're
I
not.
only want one thing. Give me my damn iPhone charger back. I don't understand, dude. How
somebody
does
took it?
we buy chargers all the time and they go missing? How what?
Yeah.
Like how? I be getting mad at Jalen. Like I know you got my charger. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You go in this room.
I got Android.
There's 5
I
of
was
them.
like, oh, damn.
That's right.
Get your Android face out of here.
Hey, before we leave, let me shout out to Victor Coronado. He plays for the Bengals, and Hector Garza says he's a hell of a player and a young man. So, hey, shout out to Victor Coronado. Good job. So we'll see everybody next week. Thanks to our sponsor, C4 Bat Company, Issa Cookies, Frank the Tank, Team 7 Grillers, Rick Web Design, Senor Spitz Custom Flavored Sunflower Seeds, in-house, in studio, and Abercrombie and Sanchez Law Firm, along with Ferrari Michelada Mix. I'm Steve Medina for the whole crew here. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys next Friday. Make sure to turn into the Check Down Podcast HTX on Wednesday for some great football content context, and we will see you next week. Have a good one, everyone. See you at the ball fields.
Yeah, ever heard like a superhero, Batman, Superman, you know what I'm saying, Spider-Man, the Sosa man, like a motherfucker, swear, I'm sauce. Hey, ooh, I'm connected like Wi-Fi, ayy, hit the blunt and get sky high, smoking spinning just like Popeye, walk him down, don't do drive-bys, all on his neck like a bow tie, why do they hate, I do not know why, I'm riding with my nigga like bow ties, he said that he wrestle, got caught with a clothesline, go get them racks and I put it in rewind, chill with the hunters, hang in the BI, be with the punters, feel like I'm Eli, this is a classic, ain't talking about Reebok, he acting dramatic and I do not see why, put 3 on his chest, they calling him AI, get hit with a bat, they think that I'm A-Rod, little nigga you wet with a day job, ayy, hey, you know what I'm saying, yeah, we gonna tell them broke ass nigga take your prick ass to work, you know what I'm saying, no time be, man, you go get your motherfucking cash, you know what I'm saying, ooh, sauce. Hey! The style is unique, chopper it just like a broom. Sweep the nigga off his feet, she popped her a perk, that's a freak. Ayy, sent me till I went to sleep. The plug here a nerd, got here for some keys. Ayy, quad banging on the beat. I be with them birds, they chucking up please. Ayy, in the Glock, got a lemon squeeze. Can't fuck with him, he an actor. I bought me some shoes, they made a pterodactyl. In the jungle like the snakes when they rattle. Nigga want beef, I'ma smoke the whole cattle. Shooting my shot, jumped on the alley. I be with Smooth, made a play in the valley. Don't want the big cause she living too average. I cook me a nigga like burger patties. Ayy, yo, cut off the nigga like Beijing. And if you want a show, gotta pay me. Don't jump in the water cause